Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nordman.
I'm not going to sit here and panic about it.
Green and Gold Hall of Famer.
It's not apples to apples. For you, it is.
Solving the world's problems one day at a time.
Everybody doesn't grow and evolve at the same time.
It's Mark Tauscher.
Did you guys hang up on me, or am I hanging up on you?
On Kyle, Brust, and Nordman.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else.
It is a great day to be alive on this Tuesday. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Ben Brust at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison Studios. That music you hear means Mark Tauscher is sitting next to me. Back at the Gruber Law Office's One Call SL Studios, you have Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, and Alex Strofe. Hit us on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776 or on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Old T in the flesh, kind
it's
of.
good. What are you, it's a pleasure to see you up in Madison. Where's Norty and Kyle? And thought Wildy is sitting here. We're all just hanging out. Thought we'd all jump in, but no.
Yeah, I had some stuff to take care of here, and Kyle's got stuff, Brad's got stuff.
Let me take a look at this. This is your show sheet. Let me see your show sheet.
We don't.
Can I take a look at your prep work, if I may?
You may, but there's more.
Let him look at it.
I'd like to evaluate. Yes, I know. Strophy said he kind of runs the show. More likely to respond and win or Dobbs Strofe.
So that
What?
I had to scratch some stuff out. I knew you were gonna misrepresent.
I'm literally reading your chicken scratch.
But I know what my brain wants to do.
I understand that.
Yeah, but that's
I
not
understand how
that's not a
brains work.
misrepresentation.
More likely to respond and win or to
continue to
flounder on for jeans?
Come on now.
I think that's what we read. I don't
More likely to respond and win or to continue to flounder.
Flounder's a good fish now. If you're looking for a good fish, flounder's a good eat.
Really?
But did you hear Romeo Dobbs' reaction to Tucker Kraft?
No, what did Romeo Dobbs? I did not.
Oh, if you have not heard this.
Do we have the audio?
Oh, we sure do.
Let's hear it.
My computer's frozen
This is
naturally.
nice audio. Oh, I was just going to give you a compliment, Strofe. It is so nice when a producer has audio ready and is pounding it out there. That is exciting.
My computer's just
All right, let's go boo in a bar.
Yeah.
Can you give us, is it the 30-second, the 1 minute? Because this was the thing you told us
I want to
before
throw
the
you.
show.
I apologize for throwing you all off. Strophe, you were so good about coordinating times.
Yeah.
And typically 2:30. And I know, so I appreciate you guys having me early. But I would love to hear this audio.
Well, maybe as we wait.
I said we got to play this
It's
12 times today.
Yeah.
it's sad.
Very
Not the best feeling in the world, because you wouldn't wish that, just on, one of our captains or even just your worst enemy. I don't wish that on any man, and, Tucker is in a better place, but again, you just gotta. Next question, please. Sorry. In a better place. In a better place.
That's tough.
Did he die?
In a better place.
That's a dark place
that's tough.
is in.
I feel bad for him. I feel bad.
In a better place.
This is why he don't like talking to the media.
Kyle, no. So I'll say this. And for anyone that has not been in a locker room, it's a little different. Injuries are really tough, but there have been times where you lose a teammate that is real, and this just shows you how well-loved Tucker is. It is a devastating deal because you're so used to seeing the person. And there was a old journeyman offensive tackle who was the life of the party. And he ended up signing a new contract, made a bunch of money, left for the Cleveland Browns. He hosted, we had, different card nights, and it just was, he's a fun dude. And I would ride down to practice with him, and we would sit there in that offseason. We came back, and we all missed him because he was kind of the guy. And you would sit there, and we have to keep reminding ourselves, he didn't die. he just signed a big fat deal with the Cleveland Browns. He's alive. We
It's
just
a little
don't
different.
see
In a better
it is,
place.
but it's not. Because it does feel like, and when you get
He
hurt,
might have been in a better place financially. Tucker's sitting
no,
ready-
but,
In a better place.
but there is a thought, and unfortunately, I blew my knee out twice. Everybody's had injuries they had to deal with. There is the feeling of, because for this season, you're done. And from a player standpoint, I think Romeo and everybody else feels really bad for him. Now, the world moves on quickly. It's going to be, like Jason on our show this morning mentioned, they went 7 questions yesterday without asking Matt LaFleur a thing about Tucker Kraft. The world moves on quickly, but it is a loss. And is it death? No, but it is a loss that is personal to every one of his teammates, and that's why you hear that reaction.
Do you believe he's the third most important behind Jordan Love and Micah Parsons to this team?
I was thinking about that this morning too, and I said he's definitely in the top 5. And when you think about it, yes, Jordan, Mike, I think you could. Do you put Xavier McKinney in that mix? He's in that equation.
Zach
Edgerrin
Tom.
Cooper. I think Tucker Kraft is probably 3 or 4.
The bigger part to me, not the bigger part, the part that doubles down on this is beyond what he was able to do, and what he was doing catching the football, blocking all
He's a
that,
good blocker,
is who
too.
he was and who he represented. He was the pulse of like what you think of when you think of a football player, this team, the way even at the end of the season, how he reacted to how the season ended. He's kind of been like that, like, I don't know, rock.
He's a captain. To be a third-year guy and to be voted captain is really impressive. And then to kind of take on some more leadership. But the bottom line is he's our best playmaker. You get him the football. He blocks. He does everything. He is physical. He helps set a tone for your football team. But all of that stuff is great. The production is what you're really going to miss. You're going to miss all of that other stuff too. But when push comes to shove, it's him and Romeo Doubs is where Jordan Love is looking to make plays. And now that attention is going to go more towards Romeo. Who's going to step up into Tucker's spot? I said after the game on Sunday on Green Bay game night, I don't know if this changes my math. I still think I think we've all overreacted a little bit to the loss to Carolina. It sucked. It should not have happened. But in the grand scheme of things, it's a really bad loss. But in the grand scheme of things, is that loss going to be the difference to whether or not this team is going to reach its goals? I would argue if they don't end up with the 1 or 2 seed and lose the division, I'd maybe say yes. But that can be overcome. I don't know if this team can overcome Tucker Kraft. I don't know. We'll find out.
Well,
do I think Musgrave is going to step in, and is he going to make some nice plays? Yes. He is not the complete tight end that Tucker. He's just not. So you're going to have to alter some things. I think he has got a great opportunity to give a rebirth to his career, and I hope he takes advantage of it.
Yeah,
Tausch joining us on Kyle Bruston Ortman, and go ahead, Bradley. As I was going to say, the boys are back at the Gruber offices. One call, that's all studios.
Yeah, so, I mean, we are halfway through the season. 8 games played, but you had your bye already. So knowing what you know now about this team, Tucker Kraft, inability to run, up and down performances, have your expectations changed for this team?
Even with the loss to Carolina, it didn't.
That was a big sigh.
The Tucker Kraft, this is a big blow. And I don't know how they're going to react. So I still think everything is there for them. This Philly game, I'm telling you right now, we'll be doing our hit on Tuesday next week. If Green Bay beats Philly 31-20 and they look good, what are we going to be saying next week? We're going to be saying, boys bounced back. They figured things out. They're going to still be right there. It's them and the Rams. They've beaten.
We will say. I think we'll come away excited, but we'll also be questioning what is the real identity of this team. Who is the real Green Bay Packers? If they were to
walk away a little bit more affirmed, saying, "Hey, they responded."
No, I will walk away saying, "I'm
the real team is what you just saw." So yes, there's always the history of what, but you know this. The season continues to go, and you either get better or you don't. Last year they didn't. And if we're having this conversation about being sloppy and doing this like we did after that Bear game last season, that's when I knew I was not going to pick Green Bay to beat Philadelphia. If we're having those conversations in January before playoffs, you're in big trouble. If you're doing it November 4th, there's still time and room. And the question is, do you believe that Jordan Love has improved and is going to be more consistent? He had a very poor game on Sunday. He did. Can he bounce back? If he plays well against Philly and their new defense, you're telling me you're not going to be all fired up that this team is now 6-2 and you will.
I'll be fired up,
I think
but I would still need to see a sense of, okay, we could win these games, but we still need to be more consistent on a game-to-game basis, because losing to the Cleveland Browns, tying with the Dallas Cowboys, and losing to the Carolina Panthers, it just makes me think, does this team have the mental focus and being able to stay locked in order to endure a long trip of the playoffs to get to the Super Bowl? You know how hard that is. You and Brad both been there.
Yeah. So I'll say this. Philadelphia lost to the New York Giants. Giants stink. You just start looking around the NFL. Everything is so bundled tightly.
You're not wrong.
Everybody
but
has
then you were
bad
talking
losses.
about how this Tucker Kraft injury will affect
it's an
them
unknown
with what they have moving forward.
So,
what
Benny, what I'm saying is, if it is an unknown right now, if you go out and Musgrave has 4 catches and a tutter, and your offense scores 30 plus against Philly at home, don't you think your mindset is going to shift from? You probably won't even be thinking about Tucker Kraft on Tuesday of next week. That's how quick things change. So if you struggle and you get beat by Philly, then we are now in a whole different conversation. Right now, I continue to look at this like the NFL season is Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, I believe the name is, 5 stages. You're angry, and you start bargaining, and eventually you start accepting this is your football team. Right now, I don't know if we can accept, is this our football team? They're inconsistent. They play great at certain points, and they have not put a full game together. So, Brad, to answer your question, where do I think they are? I think they're a good football team, not a great team. And they can have great moments, but right now, inconsistency is what I would say would describe this team.
So when you say inconsistency, a lot of people
and they're 5-2-1 as an inconsistent football team.
Yeah. Look, it is a good problem to be called inconsistent, but also have a record. But this was a lighter part of the schedule. You're going to see what you're made of at the end here. But when you say inconsistency, a lot of people have been turning their attention towards Matt LaFleur. And so I kind of put together a report card, right, from what you expect out of Matt LaFleur as the head coach, because he has play calling.
Is that on that note sheet?
That was on my yesterday note sheet.
Okay.
You have play calling, you have leadership, you have execution, discipline, and then you have Brad, help me out here because we put this together.
Play calling, leadership, execution. What was the fourth one?
Stellar
time
job,
management
guys.
in game
Time
situations.
management in game
That's
situation.
pretty good stuff. Nice job, Stroh.
So of those those
Dad.
things that Matt LaFleur is in charge of, what is he thriving in right now?
Can you rename those? I'm all
Play calling?
confused. I think play call. I think he calls good. I think he's a good play caller.
A
I
B?
think he does
A
a
B?
good job calling
Probably
plays.
a B.
You've been enjoying the sideline to sideline, the bubble screens. There's no
Well,
intermediate passing game.
One of them works. Dobbs doesn't make somebody doesn't make a block and they don't get it.
That's
you get heated up.
execution. Second drive.
They
They make a
stuck
play to
with the
Christian
run.
Watson. Then it's illegal formation, sack, penalty.
Is it his fault that Jordan Love sees triple coverage and he throws it up?
Yes,
Is that
yes,
on Matt LaFleur?
Yes, because he should have been in his
It's
face.
not.
He should have been in his face years ago saying, Jordan, don't you throw that dumbass pass no more. But then Jordan Love does it again. He had guys underneath wide open, and Jordan says, well, this is the time to do it. And he was impatient. I love Jordan Love, but sometimes he gets impatient.
At some point, it's on the players, too. I thought he stuck with the run. Guys, we didn't punt. Is it his fault?
didn't
Old
punt and
boy
we only
fumbled the
scored 13
football
points.
and misses a field goal. The 4th and 8 was a boneheaded move. Take the points, and I think you probably win the game.
So let's go back to the second drive then, where they make the play to Christian Watson. Then
Yep.
you get the illegal formation, the sack, and then into a false start,
Yep.
and then you're missing a field goal.
Yep.
How is that, tell me how that's all on the players. It's on the coach to demand a level of respect from the players to execute and not make penalties in timely situations that seems to be a continuous factor for this team. Untimely
Yes,
penalties.
we've been too penalized, and I think if you want to say that Matt LaFleur hasn't gotten his guys as disciplined and in a position, I can't argue with you on that. But I think we get so caught up in that. This has been such an anti-Matt LaFleur rant the last 2 days, both the Sunday and Monday, and now leaking into Tuesday, because the team struggled to score points and because of the penalties. Matt LaFleur owned a really poor decision. I think he's gotten better. I was very critical of him last year about his emotional, just the fact that he'd get mad that a play went the wrong way and then he'd fire the challenge flag even though you weren't going to win. Like, he's gotten better at that. He's still, the criticisms of him about some of the discipline things and some of the game management, I think is very fair. But as far as play calling and design and getting things, I think for the most part, it wasn't always prettiest on Sunday. For the most part, I think he does a pretty good job in that part.
We'll go to the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776. We'll see if the producer's any good, because he told me I should do this, and go to Chef Ed here with Tausch on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
How's it going, guys? Tausch, how's it going, my friend? Ain't talk to you in a minute.
Good, buddy. How are you?
Pretty good. I talked to Jesse this morning, so I don't know if he passed it on and related to you, but I thought it was only fitting, seeing it's you're smarter than because it's Tuesday. Last night on the game show, The Weakest Link, they had 8 former NFL players, and one of them was James Jones. And he got deemed the weakest link and kicked off the show on this question: how many total legs will you find on 7 rattlesnakes?
Ben?
Is this for me or for Tausch?
This is for you.
At 3 o'clock, that's when Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust is. How many total legs are on
Ben,
7 rattlesnakes?
How many legs on 7 rattlesnakes?
0.
Very good.
Good.
Very good.
Good answer. That's what I would have
Suck it,
guessed.
James.
But I
What do you got, 7?
He must
What
have
did James say?
He must have thought
7.
the rattlesnake rattle at the back.
6 to 7?
Or maybe maybe the
Nice.
snake is
Yeah.
one big leg.
Ah.
The snake itself is a
I'm
leg.
assuming Chef Ed, is there a point to what you just said?
I was
because
trusting my
James
producer,
Jones' answer.
Tausch.
James Jones' answer was 12.
12?
Okay.
He
That's a
got
lot of
12.
legs.
He got
What, like
voted
2
off.
are amputees or what?
That is crazy.
Okay.
That math isn't mathin'.
In
Thanks,
a better
Chef.
place.
Thank you, Chef Ed.
In a better
Why was that
place.
such a
Anything
good
you got
way to
for
end
us?
Wait, hold on. Why was that such a good way to end the segment, Strofe?
I never said it was good.
Ben, didn't he say? I could have sworn he said,
Oh, I said you got to end the segment with this. I didn't say it was good.
I appreciate the fact that you said it wasn't good, because I was trying to figure out, did James Jones do something that would lead you to think that the Packers are? So, from your guys' perspective, and you guys are very critical of Matt LaFleur, do you think that he can win a championship in Green Bay?
This is the prove it year. This is the prove it year, and we know
7 years.
Yeah, but we know that because of Ed policy.
Holmgren and
McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy, 5 years.
I'll
I'm more
say
so
this.
saying with policy coming in and not wanting to have lame duck coaches and GMs, this is what do you got?
Okay.
You got a Micah Parsons. You drafted a first-round wide receiver. They went and got free agents last year. They have enough pieces, in my opinion, and talent to do something in the playoffs. Will Matt LaFleur do it? It's up to him, Bradley.
I think you can win a championship with him, but I don't think he's going to elevate players to a significantly higher degree than what they are. I mean, we came close in 2020 and 2021, mostly because you had great players. You had all pros, you had MVPs, and you were knocking on the door. I don't think a lot of the issues were Matt LaFleur's problem with not getting to the Super Bowl in those years. It was kind of inopportune bad play by Aaron Rodgers.
What about you, Tausch?
I think this defense needs to even be better than
They
what
only
they've
allowed
been.
16
And
points, Tausch. I know the run game got
I
bad.
understand that they only created 1 turnover, correct?
That's 5 on the year.
So they need to be better at that. And with Tucker being out this stretch, I think this defense, I said in the beginning of the year, and I drank the Kool-Aid after 2 weeks, that this defense was special. Even in that game where Bryce Young only threw for 100 yards, he didn't get hit enough.
That's true.
I didn't feel like there was enough of that. They need to be better up front. They need to be more disruptive. If this team is going to go and do that, it's not going to be because Jordan Love got hot and these wide receivers just took off. It's going to be because this defense led the charge and they created more turnovers.
Tausch, did this come across your desk too? Somebody very special, as you just mentioned.
Yeah.
0 for 72 now.
Yeah.
We're up in the game.
She's a special young lady.
She is the best, and it's Gina Della from Pella. They did my entire first floor, and let me tell you, my wife's mom was, I guess I can say my mother-in-law now. I don't know why I messed that one up. My mother-in-law was even saying those hidden screens are amazing. The hidden screens make the house so much better because you don't have to look at the exterior of your home and see screens. You lift it up, and there's the hidden screen. It's amazing for whatever you're looking for in your life. If you're in a remodel, if you're in a new home, Pella will come over. Joe Franco, the team. They'll take you through the entire process, make you feel comfortable, and you're working with Pella. And not only will the great product make your home value better, your energy savings better, you're going to get, I call it an investment. It's not a payment. It's an investment. 0% for 72 months on Pella windows and doors is an investment. I look forward to that investment, not a payment. Go to PellaWI.com. That's PellaWI.com. 0% interest for 72 months. 72 months. You don't get that. You only get it with Pella. PellaWI.com. Thanks, LT.
You got it, boys.
More Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
These hands are not made for fixing anything in a house. I'll make a phone call, and I'm cheap, but I ain't that cheap. I got my guys. Got my handyman. Shout out to Chris. Under the table.
Just like that, dude's getting audited now.
Yeah.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ready to watch the Packers like a VIP? Cousins Subs put you in the center of it all. On the 50-yard line in plush recliner seats, complete with personal TVs and your favorites delivered from Cousins Subs. 2 pairs of fans are selected before each regular season home game to enjoy this one-of-a-kind experience. Enter daily to win the best seats in the house. Only from Cousins Subs. Cousins Subs. We believe in better. See rules and eligibility for details.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
With your Saganiac Planning Marquette recap, I'm Chris Larson. The Golden Eagles open up their 2025-26 campaign with an 80-53 win over Albany at Fiserv Forum. 11 MU players scored in the game, led by Chase Ross. The senior guard finished with 15 points, 5 assists, 5 steals, and 4 rebounds in the victory.
Open 3, good by Chase Ross. They didn't guard him.
Nope.
And he hit it. Marquette's lead is 8.
Next up for Marquette, a matchup with Southern University right back at Fiserv Forum on Wednesday night.
Medicare can be confusing. It can be a lot to consider when you just want medical and financial security. WPS Medicare Supplement Insurance keeps it simple. You have the freedom to see any doctor in the U.S. who accepts Medicare. Planning on moving? Your plan moves with you. Can't get much simpler than that. Call Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. WPS Medicare Supplement Insurance. The intent of this advertisement is solicitation of insurance. Contact may be made by the insurer or a licensed agent. Neither Wisconsin Physician Service Insurance Corporation nor its agents or products are connected with the federal Medicare program.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking to escape the cold or take a midday break? Get your game on at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, where it's always golf season. Play more than 2,000 courses, including over 50 right here in Wisconsin. And even that famous course where they hand out green jackets. Top tech simulators, great food, and the best Bloody Marys around. This is your year-round slice of summer. Bays start at just $35 an hour, Monday through Friday. Book your bay today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
The holidays are the perfect time to thank the people who make your business shine. At Alpha Custom Apparel, we help you create custom gifts and branded apparel that show true appreciation. Whether it's polished polos for your sales team, cozy quarter zips for employees, or thoughtful giveaways for your best clients. We make it easy with fast turnaround, creative options, and Midwest service you can count on. This season, give gifts that build pride and strengthen relationships long after the holidays are over. Visit alphacustomapparel.com and start your holiday gifting today.
You know what goes great with the delicious taste of victory? The superior taste of a Michelob Ultra. Just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Join me, Will Summers, in the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team this Friday at Bullwinkle's in Brookfield as the Bucks take on Chicago at 7 p.m. We'll have prizes, ice cold Michelob Ultra, and a chance for you to win a pair of Ultra Club Bucks Suite tickets for a game later this season. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of your Milwaukee Bucks. Also enjoy Michelob Ultra at 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee, Club Paragon in Greenfield, and Deer Camp in Milwaukee.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
What is this?
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
Halloween's over.
Some sort of spooky sci-fi.
I didn't know if we were back from break or
some breaking news.
You are the weakest link. You are the weakest link.
This
Goodbye.
is the weakest link music.
Very good. Very good.
Why'd you sound that when we do? You are the weakest link.
Because the host was British.
Oh, for real?
I think she was British or English or something.
You are the weakest link.
Something from across the pond. Goodbye.
He sounded like Kennedy.
I remember when that was like a diss, a rib. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Ben Brust at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison Studios. Brad Nortman, Kyle Wallace, and Strofe running the show at the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Studios. I have the pleasure of looking at Hunter Vaughn the entire time I'm in this studio. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line.
I feel like you annoy Hunter sometimes.
And you can get us. Oh, for sure. No doubt. No doubt. He just put his headphones on and he's closing the door. He's like, let me rip. Let me at him.
Just let me cook. I mean, it was worse at one time. It's gotten better. I feel like it's just because I don't talk to Ben as much.
It's because I don't engage with Hunter as much either.
Oh, wow. He really doesn't
we just
like
know.
I don't
No,
know.
it's not about liking or not liking. It's just called boundaries. You guys need to work on your boundaries.
Or Ben and I just know each other well enough to know we're going to get under each other's skin, so we just leave each other alone.
Is that a two-way street or is that a one-way street?
just let it go, all right? Let it go. You can get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee or at ESPN Madison. Yeah, that was interesting having Old T off the top. I mean, he definitely does a fantastic job of representing more of a as he would say, prisoner of the moment view. But he's very protective. He's saying this Tucker Kraft thing is huge, but, he doesn't ever fully commit to, Matt LaFleur may not be. He just likes to ask those questions, I think, to us without giving that full response. And I guess I actually want to hear Romeo Dobbs again, Strofe. Do you have that ready this time? Because we didn't spend enough time on that. This was Romeo Dobbs.
Not the best feeling in the world, because you wouldn't wish that, just on, one of our captains or even just your worst enemy. I don't wish that on any man. And, Tucker is in a better place. But, again, you just got to... Next question, please. Sorry.
Oof. I'm not going to lie. The first time I heard that, guys, I was not ready for the he's in a better place part.
In a better place.
Yeah, I started laughing.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe. I wondered if we were talking about the same thing. You can't be talking about Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, I feel bad for Romeo because he's not a man that is good with words, right? He plays football, right? Like, he's good at playing football, but public speaking isn't his thing. I don't think he meant to say he's in a better place like that. I think he meant Tucker's in a better headspace currently now. That's why everybody doesn't need a mic put in their face like that. Some people just need to catch passes and score touchdowns.
But I feel like it's a decent representation of what the team is going through because Christian Watson, Luke Musgrave, a few other guys were asked about it as well. And they were all pretty gloomy. They were pretty bummed. And, of course, you are because, obviously, Luke Musgrave is a captain and a great teammate and extremely productive on the field. That's what Tausch was getting at. But, guys, did you ever, in middle school or elementary school or even high school, you show up to school and like your best friend is missing because he's sick for the day, there's a void created. That day sucks.
Yeah, your running mate's gone. Not as fun.
Lunch isn't fun anymore. Study hall isn't fun. Your walk from class to class, it's just not fun anymore. A void is created. I feel like that's what the Packers are going through. It's like when your mom then asks you, hey, how was your day? You're just like, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't wish that day I just had on anyone. At least At least my friend's in a better place, homesick, watching
in a better
Price
place.
He's in a better place watching Price is Right. But I feel like it's a
He's
little
got
bit of
soup, ginger ale.
Yeah, he's in a better place. How mad can I be? Next question, Mom. Next question. So I feel like it is a microcosm of what the team is going through, because we asked Jason Wilde who the leaders of these teams are, and he said Josh Jacobs, Tucker Kraft, and McKinney, and Love kind of leads in his own way. You remove this guy. I don't know. I mean, when someone's on IR like this, dude, he's not present at meetings. He's not present in the locker room. His schedule is completely different from your schedule. He's in the training room. He's doing rehab. He is going to go from being all over the place for the Green Bay Packers to now on a completely different schedule. You're only going to see Tucker Kraft in passing if you are a teammate. So your experience daily, your heartbeat of the team, it's going to look completely different. A true void is created right now, and someone needs to step into it. I'm not sure anyone can step into it quite the way Tucker Kraft is. I'm a little concerned this could
when you say
reverberate the rest
step
of the
into it, when you say step into it, do you mean from on the field, off the field, from a leadership standpoint, or all the above?
All the above. All the above. It's the reason why.
What worries you more?
Locker room.
Okay,
Locker room.
That's legit. That's definitely legit.
Because there's still a lot of weapons. You still have Josh Jacobs. You still have Jordan Love. You still have Matt LaFleur, who can scheme guys open, even though it's been called into question lately.
You're still missing out a lot of people. This is why I feel it's a little disrespectful for us to be talking about. You named off weapons, but you didn't name off a single wide receiver or a pass catcher, right? We talked about how this team has a lot of weapons. Christian Watson, it's unfortunate that Christian Watson comes back from an ACL, and then Tucker Kraft the next week goes out with an ACL. But Christian Watson is there. Hopefully Tate Wicks will eventually get healthy. Matthew Golden hopefully bounces back. You'll get Jaden Reed back as well. Luke Musgrave is still a good
You're doing the
pass
naming name things,
No,
Kyle.
we're naming names, but all these guys have had some moments, right? They've had moments as a Green Bay Packers, had moments this season. And so though Tucker Kraft is hard, the void is going to be hard to fill on the field, I feel more confident on the field to replace his production than I do off the field, where obviously he's the spiritual leader. He's that headbanger guy where he makes a play, he gets, the whole team gets excited. He even at the end of last year talked about at his locker how disappointing it was for this football team. Like, he has a pulse on this football team, and a lot of guys, he's a tone setter, absolutely right. And so they're definitely going to miss that, but they have no choice but to move onwards, right? And your quarterback's still there. Your stud running back is still there. Xavier McKinney is still there. Your head coach is still there. They have no choice but to continue onward, and that's exactly what I expect them to do starting on Monday night, is move forward without Tucker Kraft being in the locker room, but also being a presence on the field.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. Less is more. I find this whole thing fascinating. Strofe, let's see. Did you have your own audio ready to go, or just not Romeo Dobbs's? All right, let's hear Alex Strofe from the fan perspective. We've heard from a player. This is what a fan feels.
What happened yesterday is about as bad as it could have been, and if it wasn't Jordan Love or Micah Parsons. I think that's the worst injury that could have occurred outside of those two names. The admission from Matt LaFleur last week of, we'd be foolish not to build our offense around him. After, to your point, something that he said for 3 years is we spread the ball around, and last week he finally said, we're going to build our offense around him. Obviously, they can still win football games, and they can still score points without Tucker Kraft. I'm not saying that's impossible, but I think your championship hopes dwindled quite a bit.
I mean, that Strofe
was a sad Alex Strofe.
Was about as sad as I've ever seen Alex Strofe.
In a better place.
Radiates.
Are you in a better place today, Strofe?
I'm in a better place.
In a better place.
I mean, I get where Strofe was coming from. I feel like Josh Jacobs would be a bigger hit to this football team. But,
really?
Oh, yeah. You losing the run. You want Emmanuel Wilson back there being your star running back, being your bell cow?
He's averaging 2 more yards a carry.
I think you're undervaluing just how great Tucker Kraft was. He was fourth in all of the NFL in YAC. He was heading on his way to a Pro Bowl type season. He's finally emerged as the number one pass catcher for this team when this has been a question for 3 years. And then poof, literally poof.
No,
as soon as there's a confidence gap, he is gone.
I get it, but remember,
and he's not in a better place.
He's not. He's at home
In a
sad
better
about
place.
the fact that the season is over. But I think one thing that we can't forget is that I'm not trying to underplay the important impact of Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft was phenomenal for this football team, and y'all even heard me say I thought Tucker Kraft was going to elevate himself into being one of the top 5, top 3 tight ends in the NFL this year. But at the end of the day, this offense is not designed to just pass it to one guy and feed one guy, regardless of how much we would want to have a number 1 wide receiver. They talked about it all offseason. Matt LaFleur even talked about, we don't need to have a number 1 wide receiver based off the fact that we're going to play through our offense. So that is the positive.
But then to Strove's point, he just said he'd be foolish not to feature him.
But listen. At the end of the day, he might be. Matt LaFleur makes a lot of foolish things.
Your snip. You're going back and forth. Not you, but LaFleur.
Just because Matt LaFleur says that, I'll be foolish not to feature him, doesn't mean that Matt LaFleur was all of a sudden going to feature Tucker Kraft. Before he got hurt in that game, Tucker Kraft wasn't featured on Sunday. He wasn't featured. They weren't trying to feed him the ball. So all I'm saying is the benefit the Green Bay Packers have is that they do have a plethora of weapons that have the ability to catch the football, get a little bit of yards after the catch. It's not the same as Tucker Kraft, but you have enough guys to replace Tucker Kraft's production on the field. You're going to be missing a huge piece, but you still have more pieces around. That's all I'm saying.
I will say, though, the litmus test that I always use.
Brad, I want you to tell us about our Carbless Talking text line because we can continue this conversation because old T will take you long, and that's why I love him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
And if you're going to be enjoying a long evening and something that sips deliciously, that is indeed carbless. Carbless is a guilt-free experience. I mean, when I am sitting back, we're enjoying any game throughout the night or anything on the weekend, I'm enjoying a nice cold carbless. Carbless, guilt-free because it has no carbs, no sugars, no gluten, and just 100 calories. And I'm telling you, it's a level of carbonation that I can't even describe. Words don't do it justice. Just the right amount to quench that thirst, but not so much to upset the stomach. I don't know how Carbless does it. It cannot be created. Only Carbless has that perfect level of carbonation. Not only that, there truly is a flavor for everyone. You want a little bit of pulling back the summer and enjoying a margarita? They got that in multiple flavors. You want that classic cocktail feel where it feels like you've just went up to the bar and ordered a perfect cocktail? They have the classic cocktails, and oh boy, do they have fruit flavors. One for every different type of taste bud. I want you to be able to enjoy them just like I do and enjoy an ice cold Carbless because less is more with Carbless.
All right, so Tucker Kraft is down. They're going to have to find a way to replace his production, no doubt. But I'm also seeing some panic right now on the Carbless Talking text line about the trade deadline. This all ties into the loss of Tucker Kraft, but what I will say is if you expected a huge splash today, you got to remember, like when you see 2 first-round picks for a Sauce Gardner and what happened with the Dallas Cowboys getting Quinn Williams, the Packers got Micah Parsons. Just because it happened when it happened doesn't mean that they have to do something today in the trade deadline. Similarly, how we talked about the Milwaukee Brewers. When they got guys earlier in the season, Quinn Priesters and the like, it's kind of similar. They made their splash move. If they do something, it's going to be small, so don't get your hopes up for something big. More Kyle Bruston-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin next.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman, KBN.
I said, baby, we got to do more sucking. And so I called the company. I said, listen, y'all put this thing in here. Y'all need to come on
ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Crisp air, cozy sweaters, and a home that's actually ready for fall. Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Don't let your home be the only thing falling apart this season. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. Exterior Pros and Baths, because your house deserves a little sweater weather too.
Kyle Bruston-Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies. They're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace right now. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and 36 months of 0% financing plus a bonus $500 off. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Catholic Memorial Football lives here. The Crusaders are marching to Madison.
Williams Jr., who's straight up the middle with a first down and more.
Catholic Memorial battles Mount Horeb-Barneveld in a postseason showdown you can't miss. The drive to win a state title continues, and we've got every snap. Brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associate. Tune in Friday at 7 on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live video at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
You want in on the autumn action at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee? Of course you do. With $300,000 in prizes, who wouldn't? November 1st through the 20th, play with your rewards card for entries. Thursdays, pick your win from a prize board. At the end of the night, all leftover prizes go to one winner in a jackpot drawing. Autumn action. It's going down at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's 4 walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here, you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Ben Brust live from the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman with Strofer in the show at the Gruber Lofts' One Call That's All studio. The phone number stays the same. It's 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talk and Text line where this is more. And we're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Want to flip us on, Strofe? I'm seeing a lot on YouTube, as well as the Carbless Talk and Text line, about tight ends and cornerbacks. At this point, Kyle and Brad, do you see Goody and the Packers making a move to bolster this roster? And did that change your mindset heading to the day after what happened to Tucker Kraft?
I do not see Goody making a move today. He is not one to operate in a panic type environment and a deadline type environment, which is what the trade deadline is. Teams are trying to sell off assets, trying to elicit what they can for it. Like you said, Ben, he put his stamp on this team when he traded for Micah Parsons, 2 first-round draft picks. Now, we know Goody loves his draft picks, so to give up 2 of those over the next 2 years, I don't think he's in the business of trying to go ahead and get rid of any more draft picks. That's number one. Number two, let's not forget, Luke Musgrave, he was a higher draft pick than Tucker Kraft. So if there's a level of him trusting himself in the draft process, I think he's looking back and saying, okay, Matt LaFleur, here you go. I drafted Luke Musgrave for a reason, find a way to use them. And then finally with cornerback, he did extend Keyshawn Nixon. He signed Nate Hobbs, who now has an injury. I would say cornerback is the most likely of the two. I would be shocked if the Packers trade for a tight end. So I can maybe see a cornerback. But the way the market is going, it feels a little frothy. It feels a little bit steep for what I know Goody wants to do with his winning trades. I'm using air quotes. So I don't think we're going to see one. I'd be surprised if we do. And if it will be a cornerback, but I don't even expect that.
Yeah, I think not so much for sure a trade, but there needs to be some acquisition at the cornerback position because right now, what you're looking at this position, you lost your guy that you drafted this year to the Tennessee Titans because he got claimed off your practice squad. And then in addition to that, now you have Nate Hobbs, who, just like Jair Alexander, seems to have some issues staying healthy for you, and he hasn't performed very well on the field. So now you're down to potentially having to have a guy who goes both ways, potentially having to play actual offense and defense for you this year for the Green Bay Packers. So they have to add more depth to that cornerback room. So whether or not it's through a trade or a signing, something has to happen for the Green Bay Packers to bring in additional players at corner position. But by the time we get to 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, I don't see anything happening.
14.
If it was something, it would be literally like the Packers trading a 6th-round pick, getting a 7th-round pick back, and getting some fill-in guy at corner. But they got to make some move at corner over the next 2 weeks.
Let's go to Chris and Muskego, 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. You're up with KBN.
Hey, gentlemen, how you doing?
Pretty good.
I don't want him to go after a single tight end. If they were to go after anybody, I would go to Tennessee and I would get Swift, the defensive lineman. You put him against Wyatt, and you got the two guys on the outside. You got a solidified, solid offensive line. You got Philadelphia Eagles beefing up their defense and their defensive line. I mean, as far as, you say you lose Kraft, man, that's a big hurt to the Packers. But I don't think Jacobs is the same guy as he was last year. Number one, the offensive line ain't playing as good as they did last year. Number two, Wilson is a darn good runner. He can make the same moves. He can catch the ball, and he can run. And you got Brooks in the backfield that is a hell of a pass blocker. And
Chris, I appreciate the call, but I think we're getting a little ahead of our skis.
Strofe, you see what you started? Now people think Emmanuel Wilson. He's the new Malik Willis. Now they think Emmanuel Wilson can replace Josh Jacobs.
Good.
There you go, Strofe. Look what you done started. You happy with yourself?
Offensive line has had injuries. They've been swapping and shifting.
He said
and Josh Jacobs had calf injury.
Nah. Emmanuel Wilson, 2 yards more per carry, right, Stroofy?
Yeah. That's just a fact. I don't know why you're getting upset with me about a fact.
No, now people are going to think that legitimately Emmanuel Wilson can be your best.
I think there might be some credence to the idea that in less work, Emmanuel Wilson, from a yardage perspective, has been about as productive. I'm not saying he's a better running back.
Do you think the bigger issue
right, guys,
is
we all know
or the running back?
Guys, they put 7-8 guys in the box when Jacobs is in there. They take a little bit of a deep breath when Emmanuel Wilson's out there and he's taking advantage of it. And that's not a bad thing. It's good for him, but he's not Josh Jacobs, and this conversation is over because this fall we're taking a trip to Jackpot Land. You ever been to Jackpot Land? I want to go to Jackpot Land at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play with your rewards card and for a share of $300,000 cash each month. And entries into the December Jackpot Land drawings, where another $300,000 in cash and prizes is waiting to be won. Your drawings of entries from September, October, and November all count. I can get rid of September because that's over, and October because that's over. So November, make sure that you go play at Potawatomi Casino Hotel because you could be heading to Jackpot Land. Must be 21 years or older and rewards member to play. We'll have Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust at 3 o'clock. We'll continue to monitor if the Green Bay Packers do make a move before this trade deadline, and I made a big mistake, and I need everyone's help trying to figure out what to do next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Is one of the things that your girlfriend gets upset with is you interrupting her like this?
Probably. I just complimented you. What the hell?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Homer here from ESPN Milwaukee. What makes living at Three Pillars so special? Let's hear from my friend Dave.
The campus is beautiful. For me, nature is my church, and I love being outside. We live by the Bark River, and it's just it's calming. It just calms my soul. I just love it. A lot of the people, I'm talking about 100-year-old people, 90 years old, say they credit Three Pillars with living longer.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 14.75 to 29.45 ounce selected varieties culinary circle pizza, 2 for $10. 46 to 48 ounce selected varieties Blue Bunny dairy dessert, $3.99. 4 to 6 count selected varieties Dan & Light and Fit or Oikos multi-pack yogurt, 2 for $7. Gallon selected varieties Prairie Farms white milk, $3.99.
I am starving.
Oh, no. Never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh. Oh, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
Enter by November 12th.
The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra. At 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, it's a superior, smooth taste worth playing for. Grab a Michelob Ultra Superior Light beer as you cheer your team on. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks. Enjoy a Michelob Ultra at Deer Camp in Milwaukee, Champs in Brookfield, Club Paragon in Greenfield, and Magoo's on the Mound in Milwaukee. Please enjoy responsibly.
What's better than cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand? Cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand that you got for 10% off. And when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank, you get even more. Like 10% off food and 10% off drinks on game day. Like that ice-cold beer in your hand. Plus 15% off Pro Shop gear. Only with Packers checking. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Crispy chicken just keeps getting better at Cousin Subs. Try our crispy chicken basket, complete with 3 white meat tenders and a regular fry. A meal made easy. And for the little ones, our kids meal comes with 2 crispy tenders, applesauce, a juice box, and cookie. Just the right size for growing appetites. Made with quality chicken and ready to enjoy in-store, online, or on the app. But hurry, these crispy favorites are only around for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. Strofe running the show.
DJ Strofe.
Did you guys...
Banger.
Did you guys spend the entire break refreshing Twitter, seeing if anything happened with the Green Bay Packers? Because I did, and I don't know why I'm doing that.
I did.
It's the Brewers trade deadline. We felt something was going to happen. Barely got anything. The Packers, I'll just be surprised. I'd rather be surprised if any move made. But, oh, wow, really? Crazy.
It would be some guy we never heard of for a 6th-round draft pick.
Would we get a 7th-round pick back?
Yeah, exactly.
He's not gonna. He's already depleted himself.
It is the depth of the cornerback room. I wouldn't expect some legit starter, but the depth is actually becoming concerning.
And that was probably the one position going into the season after you got Micah Parsons where you were concerned about injuries. Like we talked about it before, you're injury away from having to play Bo Melton. And right now the Green Bay Packers legitimately may need to depend on Bo Melton to play cornerback for him to give. I mean, Carrington Valentine or Keyshawn Nixon need a blow or something where they get called into a tent. Guess what? Who are you going to?
It's crazy that Bo Melton might get snaps at cornerback.
To say that. You're right.
Like,
Kyle's right though.
They sold us on him.
If that's like this time last year, being like, hey, you know what? In 2026, Dontavion Wicks is going to get some reps at safety. It's just like, wait, what? Yeah. It's remarkable.
A little different, but I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I mean, the special teamer, Wicks has been more of like a true part of the offense.
True.
But I get what you're saying.
But but it's concerning because all you have is Kamal, Hayden, and Bo Nix. Yeah, exactly.
That's your 3 and 4?
That's your
Kamal Hadden, yes.
Kamal Hatton.
There you go.
That's
Hadn't
your
played
3 and
much,
4.
has he?
Hadn't played much.
Against Philly.
Kyle, if you're laughing at that, you're thinking you're as punny as Alex Stroh, which is really good company to be in.
It was good. It was good. No shot at Kamal Hatton, but hell, we're in a lot of trouble.
Oh wow!
Is it Hatton or Haddon?
It's Haddon.
Hadden.
Okay, then that works really well. I gotta give you some props.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Hadn't seen him before.
Yeah. So I mean, you got to do something. You legitimately have.
But
to
you
do
got
something.
Bullard.
Bullard doesn't play outside corner. Bullard was a safety in college.
Slot.
Yeah, the slot isn't the problem. But hell, I mean, the Packers, I feel like they don't even put 4 corners on the field often at all. I think they just throw in another linebacker. I don't recall them playing too many 4 corners at all. Or move somebody down. I don't remember.
I see Bullard in there more than I see whoever the 4th corner is.
Well, because Bullard plays slide, so he's in there a lot of time. They take out a linebacker and put Bullard in quite a bit. So they probably throw McDuffie in there.
Well, I can see a lot of frustration on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison because everyone has the trade machine going right now in their brain. And there has been some conversation about potentially a tight end. I saw a Raiders tight end not named Brock Bowers, Mike Mayer, and David Njoku. There's a couple that have been thrown out there. But I think Brad's point earlier about Tucker Kraft going out that I think we gloss over a little too much is Luke Musgrave was drafted ahead of Tucker Kraft, and the expectations were higher for Luke Musgrave coming out of the draft. Now, he's had some injuries. I think, he's going to be a part of the offense. Everyone's going to be a part of the offense. We know that, right? You wanted to feature Tucker Kraft. He's no longer there. But to me, I'm scared because I'm just not a fan of the see who's open kind of thing. I'm growing sick of it. I think it's gotten a little stale. I think you're seeing, the frustration amongst fans, and I don't know. I don't want to speak for any of you guys, but I grow frustrated watching this Green Bay Packers offense because you don't know what you're going to get week in and week out. And part of that is because they're so steadfast on this. This is how we do things, and this is what it's going to be. And it's good, not great. And that's been the MO for the Packers over the last 3 years, good, not great. And in order for them to be great, you had somebody, and now you don't. So now you got to figure out how you're going to run this offense and who's going to be the guy, or if by committee, the weapons, so to speak, are good enough with Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur. And I just have a lack of trust right now based off what I've seen from the last 5 weeks from the head coach that he's going to be able to take this big of a loss and put it all together. Now, are they going to make the playoffs? Yes. But is the goal bigger than that for 7-year head coach Matt LaFleur? I think yes, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, Ben, I mean, you make such a good point. And the biggest thing I took from sitting in defensive game plan meetings in the NFL was that you gear your game plan around who the guy you have to take away, right? Who is the guy on the opposing offense that we have to eliminate him? We cannot let him beat us. Usually it's a quarterback, but then usually it's a skilled playmaker. Could be running back, receiver. In this case, I'm certain that defenses were looking at this team and saying, we cannot let Tucker Kraft beat us. We have to get pressure on Jordan Love, and we've got to lock down Tucker Kraft. We can't let him beat us. Now I'm wondering who that guy is. When the Eagles are now game planning against the Packers, who are they saying? We have to get pressure on Jordan Love. We know that he's not great under pressure. You give him time, he's going to cook. I don't know who it is.
Slow down, 8, stop the running game, and force Jordan Love to throw the football and get pressure on him.
And when you can't,
that's what it is.
And if you can't,
I was going to say exactly what Kyle said. But the part about the throwing the football is making them not do the intermediate stuff, keep everything in front, make them force something over the top where you saw the mistakes made from Jordan Love when you did have to force him to throw.
Ben, that's such an easy fix, though. The problem last week in that game.
Should be.
No, the problem in last week's game was
have you seen the fix?
The head coach didn't tell the quarterback to be patient. The head coach didn't tell the quarterback to take the underneath stuff. Hey, Jordan, you know what? We're going to run guys deep on these plays. Usually these are our shot plays, but those are going to be the plays where we have a decoy. Do we realize on that interception, there was not one, not two, but 3 defenders that were deep with Christian Watson. There's only 11 guys on the damn football field, so that means you were playing 8 on 10 underneath. And so that means there was probably somebody, which there was a tight end that was open that was coming out of the backfield after chipping. There's Romeo Doubs coming up open underneath. There was other guys to look for. So maybe we just allow for the deep route to be the decoy, and we just check it down underneath, and we just methodically move the ball downfield. We'll take the big shots when they're there, but we cannot force them. That's what it comes down to. So if the Eagles decide to say, you know what, we're going to give them the short stuff, then Jordan Love, you got to take the short stuff and be patient and live to fight another day.
I think the short stuff, what's weird is the short stuff was there. It's the intermediate stuff that they have no game plan for right now other than Dobbs on, third down, trying to make those catches where he's not getting that separation. But again, a lot to be figured out with Tucker Kraft going down. We will continue to figure out what is going to be the process moving forward as I think trade deadline has come and gone. Usually see a couple come through a little bit late after 3 o'clock. But I'm not holding the breath here for the Green Bay Packers. Let's go to Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? 800-990-3776. You get 15 questions in 90 seconds. You're allowed to say skip or pass. I believe I've won my last 2, and I'm feeling pretty confident right now. Feeling like I got my chest out right now. So let's go with caller number 7. We'll see if you're lucky number 7 to face me. And Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? You get to choose who the question reader and asker is, Brad or Kyle. 800-990-3776. The Cardinals Talking text line. Caller 7, 800-990-3776 in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Another winning week. 4-0 sweeper on Sunday keys another profitable week at FatJackSports.com. Now we add college basketball. Go to FatJackSports.com, sign up, and start turning a profit betting the games. You get the plays sent to a personal portal. They're emailed to you. You get a recommended betting guide, and you will make money for less than about $100 a week. Get all the plays at FatJackSports.com and join us for what's going to be a winning fall. FatJackSports.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Catholic Memorial football lives here. The Crusaders are marching to Madison.
Williams Jr., who's straight up the middle with a first down and more.
Catholic Memorial battles Mount Horeb-Barneveld in a postseason showdown you can't miss. The drive to win a state title continues, and we've got every snap. Brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associate. Tune in Friday at 7 on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live video at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman from 2 to 5 every day. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Oh, you are indeed kicking it with KBN. I am Brad Nortman. Across from me is Kyle Wallace. Behind the glass to my about 10 o'clock is Alex Strofe. All the way in Madison at the Everlight Solar Studios is Ben Brust. But I can assure you, I'm looking at the screen. I'm looking at the camera. He's not in the studio.
But they played the show on the speakers in the main area.
That's true.
So I wonder where he's at.
ESPN Madison, please have eyes on Ben Brust to make sure he's not listening.
Hunter, you hate him. Make sure that cheater doesn't cheat.
Yeah, make sure the integrity of the game is not called into question. Now, I have my sheets in front of me here, but I'm paging through, and I don't have the Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust questions in front of me. The maestro, so I turned myself to the maestro. Maestro Alex Strofe. Do you have the questions for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
I do have the questions, yes. You don't, and neither do you, Kyle, because that's by design. In order to ensure that Ben Brust isn't cheating, I got ahead of it. We have a guest question asker today.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to the one, the only.
First of all, why you guys all got to put Jesse Nelson on the air?
Wow. Jesse Nelson asking the questions today. Hi, Jesse.
Hello, friends. Hello, Diana. How are you all doing on this fine, beautiful, wonderful day?
Okay, relax.
I know, right?
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Presented by Lakeland University. Don't put your life on hold to earn your degree. Build a schedule that meets your needs. Lakeland.edu.
Jesse, take it away.
Oh, thank you very much, Alex Strofe, Brad, Kyle. We welcome in today's contestant for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Presented by Lakeland University. It is Greg in Wauwatosa. Greg, how you doing?
Doing great, Jesse. I'm excited you're asking today.
Nah, I think you're incredibly disappointed, and that's okay, because that's the typical vibe around these parts here on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? But we're looking forward to it. You know the drill. 15 questions. If you don't know it, say pass. 90 seconds to play. Are you ready, Greg?
Yes, I am.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Who is known as the Queen of Pop?
Madonna.
Who sang Hey Jude?
Paul McCartney.
Who hosted Jeopardy from 1984 until his death in 2020?
Alex Trebek.
Who hosts Jeopardy now, taking over in 2021?
Ken Jennings.
What's the name of the psychological phenomenon where people misremember details of shared events?
Deja vu.
The term GTL is from what 21st century hit reality show?
Pass.
What is the term for a word that sounds like the noise it describes?
Pass.
What color of the M&M characters represents the peanut flavor?
Yellow.
What's the name of the scientific law that says anything that can go wrong will go wrong?
Pass.
What U.S. coin features Thomas Jefferson?
Nickel.
What's the name of Simba's father in The Lion King?
Mufasa.
That was good.
Nicely
by Greg.
done.
The ones he passed on were
Nicely done,
tricky.
Greg.
That's a 7 spot for Greg.
That's
Zero percent chance.
I was
Ben
counting them
wins,
up as we went.
0%
Yeah,
chance.
7 spot for Greg is a really outstanding showing. Kyle, Brad, your thoughts as we collect Ben Brust to return to the studio here in Madison at the Everlight Solar Studio.
One, Jesse, excellent job. Good cadence. Way to hold down the fort. I thought he did pretty well. I don't want to give anything away as Ben's walking in. Good questions. Good question answer, Greg.
Agree.
We are still waiting on him. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys, because there's a slight delay between the studio. I'm going to throw a little wrinkle in for him. We're going to get him. Oh, hey, Ben. How's it going? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Ben Brust.
Hey, Ben.
Hey,
This is a day
Benjamin.
ruiner.
What a wrinkle.
This is an absolute day. This is a day ruiner.
Why?
Because it's you.
Did you know tomorrow's my...
I'm just happy you're here past 2:30. Times are a changing.
I was with Barry Alvarez till 10:30 last night at the Craps table having a wonderful time.
I heard all about it on my drive over to the ESPN Madison
$101
studios.
in my pocket after that last night. Yeah,
Is
good
tomorrow your
times.
birthday?
Tomorrow is my birthday. Ben has not said anything to me yet about it, so I'm sure he was waiting until after the show.
Well, you
No.
should make him wash your car.
No.
Um,
Can we get to Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Oh,
The
sure,
sooner
Ben.
we get through this, the sooner I'm done with him.
Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust is presented by Lakeland University. Ben, are you familiar with the rules?
Yes, Jesse.
You would think you'd be better at it then. 90 seconds. And your time
Hold on.
starts
Time out.
now.
Time out.
Oh.
Time out. Ben. What's
Yeah.
on your laptop? Oh, we've got a listener texting in every answer.
Ben, why, Ben?
I don't. Hand to God, I don't know. And you could ask me anything right now on the sheet, and I would have
We
no
had a
idea.
listener who's been an issue before, texted every answer, and I'm positive he saw it. I was looking at the laptop. We're on a Teams call. I was waving. You weren't looking at me. You were looking at the screen.
Can I talk without you yelling and crying like a little baby? I am willing to admit that the carbless talk and text line was up, but I am also willing to admit that I did not read any of them because I was looking at Jesse the entire
He did
time.
have a consistent look of disappointment rather than a look of opportunity. So I will confirm.
There are at least 2 I will know
Yeah.
if he cheated. I'm ready to go, Jesse.
All right, here we go.
All right, 90 seconds on the clock. And Ben Brust, your time starts now. Who is known as the Queen of Pop?
Queen of Pop. Queen of Whitney Houston?
Who sang Hey Jude?
I know the song, Jesse. Shut up. Pass.
Who hosted Jeopardy from 1984 until his death in 2020?
Alex
Ooh, good one. Who hosts Jeopardy, now taking over in 2021?
Seacrest's Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Pass.
What's the name of the psychological phenomenon where people misremember details of shared events?
Deja vu?
Now, this game. The term GTL is from what 21st century hit reality show? GTL. Come on.
Road Rules?
Oh, wow.
What is the term for a word that sounds like the noise it describes?
Too many noises. Jesse, say it again.
What is the term for a word that sounds like the noise it describes?
A palindrome.
What color of the M&M characters represents the peanut flavor?
Yellow.
What's the name of the scientific law that says anything that can go wrong will go wrong?
Inertia.
What U.S. coin features Thomas Jefferson?
The $50?
What's the name of Simba's father in The Lion King?
Mufasa.
Yeah. Who won Super Bowl 51?
I don't know the numbers, man. We'll go with the Patriots.
What is the term for a baby kangaroo?
A jack.
Which band famously released the album Dark Side of the Moon?
AC/DC.
Oh, coming to Camp Randall next year. Wrong! Stroke, how'd he do?
Jesse 2-0 against Ben
Wow,
Bruss.
that's intimidation factor.
Wow, it is.
The Patriots
We're in
guess
his
was
head,
correct.
fellas.
Knocked him up to a 4 spot. 4-7 the score today.
Oh.
I had Bert and Ernie in my ear. I had Stroke yelling before it even started, and I got Dunzo the Clown in front of me. It's just like, this is my hell.
Jesse, you should do it every week.
We got his head,
Jesse,
everyone.
Good, man.
Good work, everyone. Well, I don't usually. Usually I'm long gone by this time. I'm ready for my nap, especially after being out with Barry last night. Let's review the answers, shall we?
Please, Jesse.
Who is known as the Queen of Pop? Madonna, not Whitney Houston, although I'm sure you could sing some good Whitney Houston at karaoke, Ben. Who sang Hey Jude? The Beatles, or Paul McCartney. We did count that. Both were acceptable. Who hosted Jeopardy from 84 until 2020? That was Alex Trebek, the GOAT. Who hosts Jeopardy now? Ken Jennings, who had the record streak winning Jeopardy. I was a kid.
Nerd.
When I was a kid, I used to watch that.
Of course
got
you did.
extra credit for bringing in like Greek mythology. If it was on, I got all kinds of extra credit. It was good. What's the name of the psychological?
I'm sure Barry Alvarez thinks you're a fun time.
He actually does. I won him a lot of money last night throwing those dice at the craps table.
When you said that the dice got passed to him,
I've
and they were
won
gonna,
more for Barry Alvarez than you have.
That's not true. The amount of money we got to go to a Final Four probably put some money in the athletic department's pocket.
Probably a good point.
What have you done for me lately? What's the name of the psychological phenomenon where people misremember details of shared events? The Mandela effect. Mandela effect. Have you heard of that before?
I have.
Okay.
TikTok.
The term GTL, how did you not get this one?
GTL?
Gym Tan Laundry.
Yeah, it wasn't my show. Again, the voices in my ear make me so mad.
No, like, I never watched it either, but I know what GTL, like, that was a phenomenon when we were in college. How are you that, like, obtuse that you didn't know what that was from your time? That's right in your, in your wheelhouse.
Get him, Jesse!
What's the term for a word that sounds like the noise it describes? Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Everyone got the M&Ms right. Yellow. The peanut M&M. Yellow. Well, the scientific law that says that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. What U.S. coin has Thomas Jefferson? Not the $50. That's the nickel. What's the name of Simba's father? Mufasa. Would you like to duet Lion King again? We did that one time, remember?
That makes me sad.
That was very fun that we did that.
Which one did we sing?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what do you guys
sing together? Can't wait to be king. Yeah, I played Zazu. He played Simba back in the day. It was cute. Who won Super Bowl 51? Good guess. New England Patriots. Good guess. Got it. The term for a baby kangaroo is a joey. A joey.
Jack and Joey, same thing.
Nope. Which band famously released the album Dark Side of the Moon? That was Pink Floyd, not AC/DC. Sorry, Ben, you lose.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Dang, Ben, you keep taking.
You guys having fun back there, huh?
Jesse's dancing on your grave,
Highlight
Ben.
of my day.
So wait, isn't
Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust is brought to you by Lakeland University, Wisconsin's leader in flexible and personalized education. Whether you're starting college, finishing your degree, or balancing work and family, Lakeland lets you earn your degree your way. Lakeland University, experience it your way.
Ben, isn't onomatopoeia, isn't that in the movie you love, Waterboy? Or no, that's Medulla Oblongata.
Yeah, different.
What the hell is a medulla oblongata?
Great drop in, Kyle.
Yeah. Something with the brain.
Yeah, great drop in, guys. You guys were wonderful this segment. You guys provided
controls aggression.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
Mama's right.
I'm having fun.
Jesse, can you stay another
I'd say
segment?
Murphy's Law took place here for you, Ben. Whatever could go wrong did go wrong this segment.
He's cooking
on fire. The guy's on fire.
Thank you, Jesse. Get out of here, please.
Good night, everybody. Happy birthday to me.
Jesse,
Jesse! Jesse!
Jesse!
Oh, that was hilarious.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman
I'm sorry that I don't want to touch Ben's Peter.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We're starting off with an incident on 4394 northbound, right at the ramp from Beecher Street. The right lane is blocked, so watch out for that. Right now, volume's light enough. It's not really causing too much of an issue, just a very localized delay. Southbound 41, heavy from the county line down past Good Hope Road all the way down to about Capitol Drive. The northbound side slowing down between Mayfair Road and Burleigh. Westbound 94, you got delays from 20th Street to Mitchell Boulevard, and then again from just before Moreland Road all the way to almost Brookfield Road. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, a low of 48. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and windy, a high of 56. Weather's brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Today's forecast, crisp fall skies and a championship shine. Get your first wash free at TsunamiExpress.com. Game day ready, rain or shine, Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Are you looking for a way to make an impact this holiday season? Donate to Life Navigators Soap Suds Drive. It's simple. Your donation of body wash, hand soap, lotion, or laundry pods will help local kids and adults with disabilities stay safe, happy, and healthy all year. Please consider donating this holiday season to the Life Navigators Soap Suds Drive. Learn more on how you can donate at lifenavigators.org. Life Navigators has been your disability partner for 75 years. Learn more at lifenavigators.org.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Is it time to buy an engagement ring?
Or a big anniversary diamond?
Kessler's has diamonds that come from diamond mines.
And we also have diamonds that come from plasma chambers.
When you see the size of the diamond you can afford when you look at our high-tech newborn created diamonds,
you're going to be happy, happy, happy.
And with approved credit, our financing plans make anything possible.
Our selection of engagement rings is beyond compare.
And our custom design department can modify any ring in any way you choose.
Anyone who says they can give you a better ring
or a better diamond
or a better price
has never been to Kessler's.
And our miraculous no small print warranty says,
if you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed.
It's just that simple.
And all maintenance is free forever.
No charge.
Yes, it really is that miraculous.
You found a partner you want to share your life with.
When you're ready to celebrate,
we've got a diamond for that.
Find the Kessler's nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Penalty flags? Not here. Carbless is the clean play that every football fan can agree on. With zero sugar, zero carbs, and just 100 calories, you get all the flavor without the penalty. Whether you're tailgating outside the stadium, hosting a crew at home, or watching solo in your lucky jersey, Carbless brings premium cocktails right into the huddle. Made to be refreshingly delicious and game day ready, Carbless keeps fans cheering from kickoff to the final whistle. So this season, skip the sugar, skip the carbs, and make the winning call. Find your bliss with Carbless.
Welcome to Jackpot Land, this fall at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all fall to win your share of thousands in prizes each month and earn entries into the big December Jackpot Land prize drawings. Your October, November, and December entries all count. Win thousands in cash or reward play. Welcome to Jackpot Land, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better.
I'm Ben Brust, who was completely destroyed by a whitey-tighty wearing Jesse Nelson a second ago on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Brad Nortman, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe running the show at the Gruber Lofts is One Call That's All Studio. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line where less is more. We're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Strofe, are you going to produce the show or just play music and turn the lights off and put your camera on and your camera light on?
He's excited. He had an idea that got you cooked.
It sounds like what you're describing is me producing the show. I'm enhancing our video product.
So do you have all the audio needed for today's show uploaded?
As far as I'm aware.
Ben, are you okay after that?
All right, well,
he seems real snippy all of a sudden.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jesse's got him scrambled a little
He does. He didn't expect Jesse to come in here and do that to him. And Jesse Jesse got you
I would say Jesse was actually not annoying. All three of you were probably more annoying than Jesse.
Now
Sounds
he's
like a
lashing
sore
out.
loser.
No, he's lashing out because Brad and I didn't do much during that segment, did we, Brad?
No, we didn't. Segment off, as you call it.
Yeah, you guys really took the segment off to make sure it was well known.
Jesse was kind of in his bag.
When things weren't going my way, you guys get really, 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 really happy.
Yeah, but Jesse had some zingers, Ben. You got to admit.
He did.
Right? Good content right there.
If you like corny, punny zingers, yes, he had some zingers.
Yeah, he was good.
Now, I am choosing to be the bigger person rather than destroying one Jesse Nelson. Let's go to the Carbless talk and text line, 800-990-3776. I see Strofe signaling to me. Is that what you want, Strophe? All right. I don't know who's on the line, but you're up on Kyle Bruston.
It's Diana.
Hey, Ben, did you win? I turned the volume down because I didn't want to listen to that voice.
Jesse?
You got that right. It's annoying. He drives me nuts.
I would like to take you guys behind the scenes for a second here. Diana, this is a true story.
Did you win?
As soon as we went to break, I lost. But when we went to break, Jesse Nelson thought that he just was on display of being the main character of Hamilton. And he decided when we went to break and the mics went off, he goes, "Take that, Diana."
Oh.
That's
Jesse,
funny.
you want to come back in?
Hi, Diana. How you doing, pal? How's it going?
You leave Dirty D alone, Jesse.
Anything you want to say to Jesse
Can
while
I
he's
turn
with
the
me,
volume
Diana?
down? No, can I turn the volume down?
That's your
now?
own prerogative.
Jesse, get out. We don't want to lose our fan base.
She's waving.
Jesse waddles his way out on the YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison.
Oh, wow.
Where do we find Jesse? He's quite the character.
He is a character.
He's
The
quite
role he
character.
plays on our show is just incredible.
And the thing is, it's not a role. That's who he is. Legitimately. I thought people were just joking about Jesse. Then I met Jesse. I mean, he's very helpful for me. But then I'm like,
When we make... So I make, at the end of the year, I make year-end specials, right? So if we're out during the holidays, it plays Best of Kyle Bruston Nortman of the Year. I'm going to have to dedicate at least 15 minutes to the beef of the year, which is Diana and McWanago versus Jesse Nelson.
It is a strange.
But isn't it amazing that when we went to break, he goes, "Take that, Diana."
it is. That is crazy. That was on his mind. Yeah.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Do you guys have anything to add, or are you just gonna laugh and have fun? Or,
I tell you what, I'm fully entertained. I'm fully entertained.
I mean, yeah, you got cooked. Jesse Nelson made Dirty D turn off the radio. Alex Strofe is having a good time because he had a good idea. And Brad and I, we got to take the segment off. Now we're ready to go back to work.
All right, what do you got?
Can I turn down the volume?
He said, what do we have? I don't know. Ben, you're the leader.
Diana turned us off because she couldn't listen to Jesse and then called in.
She called in
Did
to
you
ask
win?
if he won.
Because I couldn't.
Hey, you know that thing you did 20 minutes ago? How'd it go?
That is remarkable.
He called you like you just left your doctor appointment. Good news, bad news?
Bad news, all bad for me.
It is bad. You're flustered. You really are flustered.
No,
I get it.
I'm not. I had a plan, but Strofe wanted to continue on with this Diana and Jesse beef, and I'm all here for that because Jesse just had to creep his way back into the studio for more FaceTime, more airtime, and to irritate Diana McGuanago.
So what does Jesse do now that he works past 2:00?
Does he?
You know, it's funny you said that because clearly nothing because he left and was like, I'm out of here. I got to go nap. And then he just, sneaks his way back in here. He's on Jesse time. And I appreciate it. Kyle, you're going to tell us about American Family Insurance. And then Jesse mentioned Barry Alvarez. And I do want to play something from Barry Alvarez because the trade deadline was just awesome for the Green Bay Packers. A lot happened. So I do want to move to what Barry had to say.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, life's better when you can bundle everything under one roof. And it's even better when you have a great team that needs great protection like yours. That's why American Family Insurance is here to assist you. American Family Insurance knows that you need something easy in your life, and that is getting a quote instantly online. If you want to get car insurance, homeowners insurance, life insurance, or you want to bundle it, you can do that all by going to amfam.com today. That is amfam.com today. And what I love about it is when you go there, there's a find an agent button, right? You click that, you're able to find an agent locally near you. It makes it so easy. They give you a phone number, the location, and they get you set up so you can make life easy. So always with American Family Insurance, do know, insure carefully, and dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Visit amfam.com today, again, to find an insurance agent near you or to get a quote instantly online. That's amfam.com.
The fact that as a company we decided it was a good idea to have Jesse Nelson hang out with the Don Barry Alvarez is just a fascinating decision. Jesse Nelson playing craps with Barry Alvarez before the Barry Alvarez show. It's just what a world.
What an
More
amazing
next.
visual.
That's a wild statement.
It's wild.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
What's going? Big, come on.
It's getting tough. It's getting slow.
Ben, don't be pathetic. Your father's with your baby. They're listening. You gotta be better.
But I'm giving it my all. I don't know what you're at either.
Stop humping the ground.
Yeah.
Get up.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
4394 northbound, right about at the ramp from Beecher Street. The right lane is blocked. It looks like a squad has a vehicle pulled over and has that right lane blocked. So just do be prepared for that. We do have a bit of a delay as you're making your way up from almost the KK River crossing. So careful with that. Then beyond that, we're looking at a pretty good ride all the way into the Marquette. On the southbound side, slowing down just before you get through the Marquette, all the way down towards the KK River crossing. We got westbound 94 backing up from 25th Street to Mitchell Boulevard, and on northbound 43 backing up from Mayfair Road all the way up to Burleigh. Traffic is brought to you by Dick & Schroff Heating and Cooling, now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Join a winning positive team culture that sets them apart. Apply today at dickandschroff.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 48. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and windy, a high of 56. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
Well, of a 16-13 loss to the Carolina Panthers on your home field as 2 touchdown favorites isn't bad enough, things just got worse for Green Bay. After a historic start to his season, tight end Tucker Kraft's year is over. With MRIs confirming Monday, he suffered a torn ACL in Sunday's loss to Carolina. Head coach Matt LaFleur.
It's unfortunate because more than anything, I know how much Tuck puts into this, and he's a big part of our team, a great leader. You know, it's hard to replace that.
The Packers will roll with tight ends Luke Musgrave and John Fitzpatrick for the foreseeable future.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Concerned about fraud? Tri-City's got your back. Use debit card alerts. Help stop a card hack. You'll get notified when your card's being used so you can prevent your account from abuse. Tri-City National Bank, member FDIC.
Make Tsunami Express Car Wash part of your fall game plan. With 7 Milwaukee area locations, including our newest in New Berlin, we've always got your ride covered. Sign up online today and get your very first wash free. That's a $25 value, absolutely free. At Tsunami Express, you'll enjoy premium washes, free vacuums, and detailing tools to keep that car looking sharp and game day ready. Don't wait to get in on the action. Claim your free car wash right now at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Catholic Memorial Football lives here. The Crusaders are marching to Madison.
Von Williams Jr., who's straight up the middle with a first down and more.
Catholic Memorial battles Mount Horeb-Barneveld in a postseason showdown you can't miss. The drive to win a state title continues, and we've got every snap. Brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associate. Tune in Friday at 7 on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live video at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Pieces of audio from yesterday's Barry Alvarez show, the Hard Rock Casino, where Jesse Nelson and Barry Alvarez were hanging out playing craps together. What a visual. What a visual indeed. Kyle Brust and Nortman with you across ESPN Wisconsin as the Badgers at home against the Washington Huskies as 2 touchdown underdogs. Huskies come in at 24th in the country. Here's Barry Alvarez on why he believes in Chris McIntosh and Luke Fickell.
You know what? They've both been around success. They know what success looks like. Luke was at Ohio State as a player, as an assistant coach. Mac was at Wisconsin as a 2-time captain of Rose Bowl championship teams. They know what success looks like and what you have to do to get there. And you have to know that and have a vision of where you want to be before you can get there. So that gives me confidence.
That's part 1. Part 2. Just listen to Barry Alvarez and see if anything makes sense with this.
You always want to take a look whether there's improvement. It's not wins and losses. I always felt as a coach, I could evaluate teams by their productivity and how they played. I was not a great basketball player by any stretch of the imagination, but I was a basketball player, and I played basketball in high school. I know basketball. I know sports. I know if a team's getting better, if they're getting worse, or they're staying the same. And so you always evaluate whether your team is improving. That's how you evaluate the coach.
Were you a point guard? Are you a shooting guard?
I don't want to.
More importantly there, he's talking about how you evaluate a coach. So, Brad, what do you make of the first part and the second part?
Yeah, so obviously the question of why you have confidence in Fickell and Mack. And Barry Alvarez points to a true fact that, yes, they have been around success in the past, both Fickell and Mack. But my question would be how much attributable to them is the success that they had. Now, Mack was a captain and Coach Fickell was a CFP. participant with Cincinnati Bearcats, which is, of course, impressive to some degree, but it's all pointing toward the past, which is a little bit of concern for me when he said, hey, well, in their past lives, they've had success, so that's why I think they can be successful now. I would have loved to hear from Coach Alvarez something to the effect of, well, they're doing all the right things. I see what they're doing, and I have confidence in what's currently being laid at the University of Wisconsin. So that was the first thing. But the second part of the question being asked, Coach Alvarez, when as an AD would you fire a coach? And he gives a great answer, an answer that I believe in. He needs to see improvement, and that he knows sports, and that you'd fire a coach or call into question a coach's ability when you determine, is the team getting better or getting worse? Now, I wonder, and if you guys observe the same thing that I'm observing, that this Badger organization is getting significantly worse under the Coach Fickell era. I mean, you can't make any argument they're getting better or even staying neutral, because the record, the recruiting, the dollars, the product on the field, it's all getting worse. So I admire Barry Alvarez for wanting to back up his guy in Chris McIntosh and breathe some hope into this program. But by his own estimation and by his own evaluation, this program is not improving. It's getting worse. And if that's the primary way by which you measure a coach and decide if you should move on from a coach or not, then Coach Alvarez answers it for us, that they are getting worse and it is time for a change.
I don't think Barry understands, or maybe he's just too connected to the program, to be honest, because he talked about, I evaluate based off are people getting better. And I said, okay, well, I haven't really taken a deep dive in to see where do the Badgers rank offensively, right? Like I know they're not good, but I haven't looked at them in comparison to college football. And literally while Brad was speaking, I Googled and I searched Wisconsin's offensive rankings.
Oh, my.
And my mouth dropped. Do you know Wisconsin is second to last in all of college football?
Was that 131 out of 132?
In points per game at 12.5 points per game offensively. Did you know they were second to last in yards per game at 261 yards per game in college football? And did you know they were in the bottom 10 in passing yards per game? In rushing yards per game, they were bottom 20, and they only average 109 rushing yards per game. This team sucks. Like, they are awful. I know people said, like, oh, you didn't see the Don Morton years. You don't know how bad this team was. Listen. This team is the worst team by far in the last 30 years, and it can't even be close. It legitimately cannot be close. They suck on every level on offense. The defense, I mean, they put up a fight. But at what point are we going to say maybe Luke Fickell ain't the answer? Because it's one thing to fire your first offensive coordinator and Phil Longo and say, he switched up everything. We're in a time where you can recruit and get guys in to run your offense within 1 year. You can literally go out and handpick different guys which fit your offense. So regardless of not if Wisconsin didn't recruit the right guys because they're recruiting Phil Longo guys who maybe wanted to go backwards instead of maul forwards, that's okay, because you can go bring in other guys that like to maul forward and might fit your offense better under your new offensive coordinator, Jeff Grimes. So they tried to tell us it was a Phil Longo issue, but based off the fact that this football team is averaging 12 points per game. This football team is second last in college football in yards per game under a new offensive coordinator who was supposed to fix the problems. They suck.
What do you say about the quarterback injuries, though? There's a big argument to be made.
Every year. Get a better backup quarterback, because based off past history, this is the third year in a row that your starting quarterback has gotten hurt. So maybe, just maybe, you need to get a better backup quarterback that you have behind him. But let's be very honest. The guys that they brought in to be the starting quarterbacks, whether it was Tyler Van Dyke or whether it was Tanner or somebody, Mordecai, or whether or not it was the redhead kid they brought in this year who only played one game, basically. Billy Edwards Jr. Thank you, Brett. They're all mid-level guys. None of them were stars. None of them were leading to a college football championship. They weren't going to lead you to beat Alabama. You weren't going to beat Ohio State. So, I mean, he sucks. Like, the team sucks.
What about just beat Iowa, beat Minnesota, beat Nebraska?
They get beat down by these teams.
You're reaching for the stars, and you got to realize where they're at now.
Yeah, it's not just the quarterback. It's every position group. I mean, there's been years with the Wisconsin Badgers are really good on the O-line and running game. You got some weapons, even a stingy defense, but maybe the quarterback is a mid-level Big Ten quarterback or worse. Serviceable. Those teams would win 9 games. Everybody and every position group stinks. I can't find a strength. The defense is mid at best. I think they got some heart, but they're not very good. And I don't know. I just hear Coach Alvarez talk, and you fire a coach when there's no improvement if they're getting worse. This program has gotten worse, significantly worse than a level.
Can anyone
I could
say
even
they're getting
imagine.
better? Can anybody? Can you look to your friend, your cousin, your neighbor, your favorite person to talk sports with? Has anybody talked about areas of improvement that you've seen?
No, and the problem is you see coaches of football teams that are better than the Wisconsin Badgers and are getting fired. You're seeing guys like James Franklin, and obviously Penn State imploded after they fired him. They weren't doing well before that. They lost some close games. They fired him because he wasn't doing good enough. Brian Kelly lost 3 games in the SEC, and he wasn't doing good enough, so they fired him. Like, guys who are doing better off than the Wisconsin Badgers are being fired for less, and somehow we got people walking around parading, acting like, oh, what Fickle is doing is good enough, or we got to be patient. No, I don't need to be patient. He had 3 years. We're going into a 4th year. Show me the big prospect he's brought in, the recruit he's brought in that's all of a sudden a star. Who has he brought in?
Now you got guys that are decommitting.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they did a little bat signal whenever they got somebody. We need to put a bat signal out there knowing when the guy decommits. It's crazy. We are in a bad place right now, and we got a game coming up on Saturday, and nobody cares.
Well,
we expect them to lose.
What's crazy is that, and I'm not saying Barry is fully out of the athletic department, but it feels like everybody around the program knows and sees how bad it's gotten. But inside the university, and they could still fire him at the end of the year and whatever, but I'm not seeing the same level of panic and urgency that I think all the fans and all the former players, I know myself included, are seeing from the outside looking in. It looks like there's a fire going on in the house and no one's trying to get out. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I want, at the end of this season, if he is still a coach, we need to have somebody that Mac trusts needs to have a sit-down interview with him so we can just get a full understanding of what in the world he sees and how he expects his team to get better. Because the problem is, as Brad talked about it, I think a couple weeks ago, well, the schedule gets easier next year. Yeah, easier to win 5 games or 6 games, right? Not easier because you're competing for a national championship. Luke Fickell was not brought in here to get us to a dang bowl game. He was brought in here to elevate this program to a national championship level, and we have regressed. So if he can't do it, find somebody else that can, because that is the world of college football now, where they're throwing money around and everybody has a very short leash. Why are we giving this man a long leash? He hasn't proven anything in his 3 years of a coach of being here at Wisconsin that he deserves to have the benefit of the doubt. Only benefit he should have is the benefit of getting paid $25 million to get the heck up out of here.
800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line. Brad, why don't you tell them about him?
Yeah, I mean, after something like that, all you got to do is sit back and hear the of a carbless can and enjoy every single sip. I know I do. Whenever I open an ice cold carbless, my fridge is full of them, all sorts of different flavors. It's an experience that elevates any different experience. Anything where I'm viewing so many good sports going on right now. So when I go down to the Nortman fridge and I open it up and I see all the plethora of flavors. I just got the margarita variety pack. So good. I got a bunch of classic cocktails in there, and I'm going to be enjoying them all throughout the week and the weekend. Not only that, though, it's a guilt-free experience. It's completely guilt-free because there's no carbs, no sugar, no gluten, just 100 calories. And the carbonation is utterly perfect. Somehow they nailed it. It's a Goldilocks level of carbonation. Not too much to upset the stomach, but just enough for that satisfying taste. When I've spoken to the owner, he said, I wanted to recreate exactly how that carbonation is when a perfect cocktail is created in front of you at any local establishment you're in. And boy, oh boy, Carbless nailed it. I want you to experience why less is more and enjoy a Carbless as you enjoy all the wonderful sports going on this fall.
I made a big oopsie. Strofe doesn't know about it. Next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Let them know the dread-headed brother loves the Green Bay Packers. When you see me, Goody, let me in the box.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You know what goes great with the delicious taste of victory? The superior taste of a Michelob Ultra. Just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Join me, Will Summers, in the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team this Friday at Bullwinkle's in Brookfield as the Bucks take on Chicago at 7 p.m. We'll have prizes, ice-cold Michelob Ultra, and a chance for you to win a pair of Ultra Club Bucks Suite tickets for a game later this season. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of your Milwaukee Bucks. Also enjoy Michelob Ultra at 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee, Club Paragon in Greenfield, and Deer Camp in Milwaukee.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply as 11/30/2025.
This fall, make 3rd Street Market Hall your one-stop, must-stop destination to eat, drink, and play. 3rd Street Market Hall has over 15 locally owned food vendors, a self-service beer wall featuring 30 Wisconsin breweries, over 50 HD TVs, and happy hour specials all week. The perfect place to work remotely or catch a game between meetings or over lunch. 3rd Street Market Hall is your home away from home or office. Visit 3rdstreetmarkethall.com for menus, events, and more information.
Strong mind, strong body, and strong communities. That is what you need to know about the Princeton Club, and that is what you can achieve at the Princeton Club of New Berlin. When you walk in there, you will feel completely motivated to better yourself just like everyone else is doing. I've done personal training. They have saunas. They have workout classes. They have basketball courts. They have indoor-outdoor swimming pools. It all starts with a tour. Check it out. You're going to fall in love. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. Check out the Princeton Club of New Berlin. Get your tour and take that small step to a bigger journey for a better tomorrow. That's at theprincetonclub.net.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. By choosing them, you're choosing a center focused on providing specialized care tailored to your needs. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free.
And their prices are more affordable than urgent care or the ER. And they'll send a full report to your primary care doctor. Why wait at the ER? Walk in to Ortho ASAP for faster, more affordable care.
Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com. That's orthowisconsin.com.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Every great team starts with a strong defense, and the same's true in business. That's why companies trust Trend Micro for cybersecurity. From ransomware to phishing to the most advanced cyber threats, they help protect your network, your data, and your people. With over 35 years of expertise, Trend Micro has built a defensive playbook trusted by enterprises worldwide. Your business works too hard to get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right. That's trendmicro.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
For your better tomorrow, join the Princeton Club. They have something for everyone, open 24/7, free childcare with the membership, the best equipment, the cleanest health clubs. You can have a strong body, a strong mind, and help have a strong community. All it takes is a tour. Go in there, see the facilities. They're amazing. You're going to feel the energy that's infectious, and you're going to be like, I want to be a part of this. There's no other place for me. It's what I chose. You can choose it too. Go to the Princeton Club for your better tomorrow. Kyle Bruston Norton with you across ESPN Wisconsin. So I had a big bugaboo over the weekend. I was at a party. Took place. I partook in some games. Some games, that maybe I did 10 years ago. It was a lot of fun. But then I was asked to take a picture right after playing those games. And somebody had me a digital camera. So picture like 2013, a digital camera. The lens goes forward and backward to zoom in, zoom out. And it was going to be a picture of my wife and the girls' book club. They wanted to get a picture in all their outfits. I was handed this camera, and I fumbled it. And then I reached for it, and I kind of hit it even harder into the ground.
Oh,
the lens goes right into the concrete garage.
Oh, you were in the garage too?
I was in the garage too, Kyle, except there was heat.
Oh, my gosh, it's so cold.
Not
what are we
forgiving.
doing?
Not forgiving.
It was great. I was very warm.
I'm cold. I'm sick now.
I went over to the person, and I was like, I am so sorry. I will buy you a new camera.
Hold on, slow down.
Just deadpan.
How is he the clumsiest person alive?
It's remarkable.
He made me so happy, but he legitimately is extremely clumsy. He dropped the camera.
This man is a world-class athlete at one point in his life.
Yeah, and now he can't hold on to a camera.
He can't hold on to a camera. He's getting injured. He falls, he tumbles. I don't get it.
Strofe, I told this wonderful person that I will buy them a new camera.
Very nice of you to do that.
Just deadpan looked at me and said, it was my grandfather's.
Oh, yeah, it was.
What do you do with that? What do you do with that?
You just say, I'm sorry.
My wife grabs it. But my wife grabs it and says, we're going to fix it.
Yeah, she doesn't want to lose a friend because of you.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I don't know why I drive 20 minutes away from home, and I go to this camera shop I looked up, and they say, well, this brand was stopped being made in 2015, so there's not any places within Wisconsin that you can get it fixed.
So what do you do?
There's a place an hour and a half south of here. I don't know what to do now. I don't know. I have a broken camera in my car that I'm supposed to fix that my wife volunteered. What do you do?
Well,
she look like this camera. This camera's sentimental.
An hour and a half south. I mean, you are about an hour south of here, so you got family down that way. So maybe you kill two birds with one stone, and you go visit the family. And
did that location confirm they can fix this camera, the southern one?
I need to now call before I go to any more camera shops. I'm not going to be driving places for them to tell me this one's so old that they cannot fix the camera.
Boy, you
but
really
if it gets to the point where I cannot,
camera.
Yeah, I want to see a picture of this camera.
I'd like to see this. Do you still have it?
Yes, it's in my car. It's not with me. But when you turn the camera on,
you can't leave a digital camera in the car when it's 30 degrees out.
Yeah, it slows down. You're going to destroy this.
The battery's going to explode.
It's this man's legacy.
It's 60 degrees. Okay, all right.
It's 60 what? It's 60 what? It's showing 60 degrees overnight.
This is what the third hour has been. Destroy Ben at all costs because he's a dummy. And you know what? I deserve
I shouldn't
all
have
of
said
it.
dead serious. That was insensitive to the grandpa. That was insensitive. He's in a better place.
Gosh darn it.
Wow.
Strofe!
That's too
At least
soon.
provide context.
Too soon.
In a better place. In a better place.
I gotta leave this studio, head to a side studio, because Jim, Matt, and Molly are up next here in Madison. You got the Damn Sports Show in Beaver Dam. Trade deadline came and went. Giannis hit a game winner. A lot more to get to on Kyle Bruston Nortman. We'll see you in 2 minutes.
Strove's the glue who gives the show its stance. From 2 to 5, we keep it alive. Opinions clash, but the vibe will thrive. Sports and banter, a perfect blend. KBN's the show that never ends.
141 southbound, backing up from just about the county line all the way down to Good Hope Road. And then on southbound, continuing from Appleton Avenue down past Hampton. The northbound side slowing down from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. Southbound 43, watch for backups from Capitol Drive down to Locust, and then again through the Marquette onto the high rise. And then on westbound 94, we've got delays from just before 27th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's got some backups heading through the Barker Road area, and then again from about Mitchell Boulevard to 35th Street. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 48. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and windy, a high of 56. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Homer here for Window Nation's end of the year sale. This November, you'll save big with 50% off all window styles. Plus, you could get 0% financing for 5 years. Window Nation's proven quality windows are so good, you'll actually save money on lower utility bills and come with a lifetime warranty. Window Nation even has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Don't miss out on 50% off and 0 interest for 5 years. Visit windownation.com to get started.
Hey, it's your friend John McGivern. In a world full of chaos, I'm grateful for a health plan that has my back. Network Health is so reliable and trustworthy, they always put me and over 126,000 members first. It's just what they do and what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. Tune into The Rich Eisen Show weekdays from 12 to 2, right here on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
He is Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison Studios. Brad Nortman with Alex Strofe. All hanging out at the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios. Get us on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776 or on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Not gonna lie, I feel like my ego took a shot today. Jesse Nelson roasting me. Then I got roasted some more, and then that last segment I tried opening up my problems, and then you guys started calling me clumsy. And
well,
can you guys build me up?
You were a great basketball player in that city that you're in today. I mean, an absolute legend.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
No,
you should
no,
never.
no, no.
You should never pay.
I
for
don't
a
care
beverage
about
in
what
that
I've
city.
done. Who am I now that you love?
The fearless leader of KBN.
And a great father
You're
and a great
loud.
husband. Strofe.
Strofe's doing what I was hoping you all would do, is continue to bury
You're kind
me.
of an emotional roller coaster most of the time.
You're in a bad place right now. I can hear it.
Yeah.
Jesse Nelson
You sound like Strofe yesterday coming off the Packers loss. You sound defeated. You sound like Romeo Dobbs.
It's a good thing you have a producer typically with you, because right now you sound a little weird. Thank God you have a producer who's really good at his job.
Do I sound better now?
The producer on your radio show is awesome.
You are so close to that mic, Ben Brust.
You were making out with
Yeah,
it.
it's-
You're making
it
out
sounds
with
worse.
it.
It's great. I don't think getting
What about
closer.
now?
That's better.
All right, so don't make out with the microphone.
That would be
You only make out with your wife.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that, but I think that's good advice by Kyle.
Well, heck, that's how they met each other, right?
Very nice, yes, right here in Madison.
I thought he was going to say that's how they made their daughter, right?
It takes a little bit more than making out.
Let's not go into the birds and the bees here on Kyle Bruston Nortman, but yes, I was making out with my now wife behind a Toppers
So you
after
see,
a
the birds
Wisconsin.
and the bees are.
That I gotta say, the Toppers make out story. That's just the blossoming of love right there.
It is.
That is beautiful.
One day they'll tell their precious daughter their love story.
Is the Topper still there, Ben?
Oh, totally. Yes,
You
absolutely.
guys should go back there, rekindle the love. I mean, your love is already
It
kindled.
is funny.
Should have had their
It's
engagement
funny you
photos
said that,
taken.
Brad.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because my wife was like, because it is an important time of my life, being in Madison as an athlete, and then moving here and starting my career at Good Karma Brands at ESPN Madison. I met her when she was living in Milwaukee, but came down to a tailgate that were on ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day. And this year, she told me that she wanted to come to a Badger game because she wanted to, relive some of those memories of, a game day. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
What?
I can't do I literally.
Ben,
What do you mean,
come
huh? You're telling me that I'm going to get a babysitter, and I'm going to go to Madison, and I'm going to be flooded in the streets with no flooding of the streets, just like people of less people with nothing to truly enjoy other than a less atmosphere. It would actually make her sad. It would make her sad, and I can't get myself to come to Madison for a game day with the state of the program. So, you know what? This goes back to the economic impact, because I spent a lot of money on those Saturdays for 8-10 years of my life. And now, as we read the numbers, what the football program is doing in Madison, there you have it. I don't want to go because of what I'm seeing on Saturday.
Did you just say my life like Borat says my wife? I think you just accidentally
my
said
life? Yes.
My life.
I think I did. Yes, my life on Saturdays was feeding the economy because the Badgers were great. Now they suck.
Who would have known that Topper's Pizza would be propped up by the rust and now torn down by Luke Fickell?
I'm not a big free ad guy, as you know, but the Topper sticks really
big part of
brought us
life.
together.
They fill bellies and also fill hearts.
Beautiful, Kyle.
With the trade deadline coming and going, does anyone feel any different than when they woke up today versus now? Because I'm not going to lie, I wasn't expecting much, if anything. I think the biggest question is everything we talked about in the start of the show is how do you, after that bad loss and losing your third or fourth most important player outside of Jordan Love and Micah Parsons in Tucker Kraft, when he's done for the season, how do you fill his role? How do you fill his culture and leadership void and get this week rolling in the right direction before you play the Super Bowl champs at Lambeau Field?
Yeah, Ben, I don't feel any different. If anything, you yesterday in the 414 hour, you asked me, is this team a Super Bowl team? And I didn't really delay. I said no, and I gave you my thoughts why, and I was reflecting on that. And I'm still at that point, right? This is a low of sorts when it comes to this team this year, right? Because you lose the heartbeat of your team. You just lost to an average Carolina Panthers team when you're about to bring in the Super Bowl champions on Monday Night Football. My expectations for this team have slightly shifted. I think preseason, you beat the Lions, you beat the Commanders. I know we're not really using that as a good win anymore, which we shouldn't. I was
Did
like,
you
this
say preseason?
What's that?
You spent week 1, week 2. I thought you said preseason.
Yeah, in the preseason. And then getting Micah Parsons, and then week 1 and week 2. I thought this team was a legit Super Bowl favorite, not just contender, but a Super Bowl favorite among the top 4 or 3 teams that could and should win the Super Bowl. And I look at this team, and I just don't think that's realistic anymore. I mean, yes, Tucker Kraft plays a role in that, but it's more than that. Inconsistent defensive play. Sometimes they look like the best defense in the NFL. Other times it looks like it's easy to run the ball on them. See Carolina Panthers. Or it's easy to move the ball on them. See Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys without CeeDee Lamb. There are times when this when Jordan Love looks like he's the best quarterback in the league. And there are times when he makes boneheaded decisions, and we still haven't established the run game for the Green Bay Packers. So there's just too many issues right now that I just don't think they are a true Super Bowl favorite. Now, maybe they're in that pool of teams that, everything goes well, stars align, you can make a run. But I just don't think you can consider them Super Bowl favorites anymore. And even with we talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Oh, well, they lost to the Giants. You want to know who they've beaten? They've beaten the Chiefs, Rams, the Buccaneers.
Good team.
Minnesota's
No, but Minnesota's a competitive team.
We tied Dallas. They beat Dallas. So they've beaten really, really good teams. And I know there's chaos there too, but I don't know. I'm trying not to be prisoner of the moment, but it's going to be tough for this team to come back from a loss like Tucker Kraft, and they haven't established the things you need to establish at this point to really be considered a favorite. So my expectations have shifted slightly.
But the thing is, the expectations for you may have shifted slightly. I still think this football team should be going to the NFC Championship, right? We're talking about our championship window is open for the Green Bay Packers, and anything can happen in the playoffs, but you have to build yourself up and get yourself prepared during the regular season. And so Ben alluded to earlier, he thinks this still is going to be a playoff team, but I want to know how good of a team they're going to be in the playoffs. I truly expect them to win the NFC North this year. As I alluded to yesterday, the Lions are not as good as what they were last season. They're beatable. You just saw that. The Packers beat them. The Vikings beat them. They're 1-2 in the division. So this is an opportunity for the Green Bay Packers to really grab the bull by the horns and say, we are the top dog in the NFC North. And so we're going to see exactly what happens as this season closes out to see exactly what the pecking order is going to be in the NFC. There's still a lot of football games left to be played. The Green Bay Packers have had highs, they have their lows, but are they going to finally get to that consistent moment? With what the schedule presents us at the end of this year, we will find out exactly who this football team is. So how disappointed I am in the Carolina game, how upset I was at the Cleveland game, how mad I was about the Cowboys game. I still have hope for the season to see exactly what they're going to be, because these last 9 weeks of football showed us who they are up to this point. But these next 8 games they have, I believe, 8 games, 9 more games left. And thank you for the math. 9 plus 9 is 18 of the season. We're going to truly find out.
LaFleur said 10, by the way.
10 games?
The other day on Monday, he's like 10 games left.
I guess
I don't think so.
I hope he thinks more than that, because we're going to be playing more into the playoffs. But we're truly going to find out
9 regular seasons games plus the one playoff
plus
game.
His one playoff game he's already thinking. But no, we're going to find out who this Packer team is. So again, right now, that's what fans should be, right? Even players. You get time to say, dang, we lost this game. You see them upset about Tucker Kraft. Dang, we lost the heart and soul of our offense, in the sense of this guy on the field and off the field makes great plays for us, also a great locker room guy. But you got to move on. We're going to discover who they are. That's why I look forward to these next 9 weeks to figure out, is this Packer team legit? I cannot count them out week 9 going into week 10. I can't. I just can't, because of what they've shown us is that they have the capability, when they're hitting on all cylinders, to be as good as any team in the National Football League. But can they consistently play at that level? That is to be seen, and we'll be able to find out as the football season goes on.
Yeah, I guess the question would be here is, how much faith do Packers fans have right now? Is it more likely that this team, who's been kind of sporadic, like they can win on Monday, is it more likely that they bounce back and win with everything that's happened from the game to losing Kraft, or do they become more exposed against what is a team that's beaten some good teams? They're not again a runaway. There's no runaways in the NFL. We've had this discussion, but they're at the top of the list right now, and the Packers have fallen out of even the top 10 of your favorite power rankings, Kyle. They're 11th in ESPN's new power rankings. Are they going to be more of the 11 towards the teens, or are they going to bounce back? Like, who are they going to be on Monday? I want to know what people believe is actually going to happen based off everything that's transpired. 800-990-3776.
Yeah, that 11th is rough, but what can I say? I mean, they lost a bad game to the Carolina Panthers this week to week. I saw here on NFL Network they were still in the top 10. I mean, our luck that we have this year is that there is no front runner. When I look at the teams that are top in the NFC, true. I look at the Rams, and listen, the Rams, they got some dudes on offense and they got a good defense, but they're beatable. I look at the Lions and we know they're beatable. The Eagles have been inconsistent, just like the Green Bay Packers have been as well. So in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
Kyle, can I throw something at you quick?
I'll catch it. What's up?
I think all of our thought processes about all these teams are right. And I thought Tausch was awesome with Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike today. He mentioned that the 1 seed is going to be more important than ever this year, because no team has shown that they have the ability to win 3 games that if you have the 1 seed, only having to win 2 seems so much more of a possibility than having to win 3 with how much parity there has been in this season. Do you agree with that?
100%.
Really great point.
That is why that game against the Panthers, it hurts. It's because now you're in a moment where you need to start ascending and trending in the right direction, and you understand that you're jockeying for position, and you're absolutely right there. The 1 seed means so much because you get to play games at home in an area where there's no team that seems to be consistent enough to be able to, like you said, go on the road and win multiple games. So, no, this would have been a big year. That's why you got to win the NFC North so you can guarantee yourself at least 1 home game.
Well, and to win only 2 games as opposed to everyone needing else to win 3, that's just such a massive help. I mean, the Packers have had a hard time even just getting the divisional round, obviously be starting in the wild card. So the divisional round starting there.
And having on to go on the road the last 2 years as a 7 seed.
Yeah, it's exactly right. And that is the one thing, Kyle, you said it. That's the saving grace for this team. They are not perfect. They are a flawed football team, but they have strengths. And I think they have the capability to beat anybody. And there is just no top dog. I mean, last year, if this team was operating in last year's NFL, where I looked at it and said, man, like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, that's on the AFC, but just the Lions, the Eagles, the Vikings, those teams looked like juggernauts. Juggernauts.
They did.
There's no juggernauts this year. So it is wide open. That's the one thing that I think any fan can hang their hat on. I mean, the Indianapolis Colts are the best team in the NFL. It's crazy.
And the great thing about this, though, is the Packers right now, within the next 5 weeks, they have a chance to truly establish themselves of who they are in the NFC, because you have the big game against the Philadelphia Eagles, but the Giants are no cupcake. The Giants have competed. They play hard this year, which is a change. But you have a chance over the next 4 to 5 weeks where you play every team in the division, but then on top of that, you play that Philadelphia Eagles team where if you come out of there, you're 4-1 or you go 5-0, then you're establishing we are the top dog. That is what these next 5 games can be about.
Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, Kyle Wallace, UKBN Nation, 800-990-3776, and of course on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Brad, you can tell us where the community efforts are going with the banking world.
Oh, that's exactly right. And then Ben is referring to, of course, Bank 5-9. Bank 5-9 has become known for living out their mission statement, making lives better. That is, in fact, their mission statement, to make lives better. Tell me another financial institution that has put so much more resources, time, efforts, volunteerism, and charitable giving into the focus of the southeastern Wisconsin community. Over several hundred nonprofits represented. I've been able to be a part of them, and it is so incredible to see lives changed and making lives better all across southeastern Wisconsin. And that's just the charitable efforts they're doing as far as putting their mission forward for that. It doesn't even include the satisfied customers, the joyful employees that they've had, and being named the best bank in the Milwaukee area thanks to the prestigious Community Choice Awards. Bank 5-9 making the lives better of everybody around them and everybody here in southeastern Wisconsin. So if you want to see how your life can be made better by Bank 5-9, then you need to check them out today. Stop in your local branch. There's 14 of them, and see how Bank 5-9 can and will make your life better. Member FDIC.
Strofe just popped in my ear. Let me know it's time to take your calls and get to your text, 800-990-3776. UKBN Nation on the other side. This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
Dick Van Dyke, real quick, on the cha-cha slide ACL, says she was carried out by all 5 of us. 5 people?
That's a big girl. That's a big girl. Yeah, that's a big girl who did cha-cha.
Stop it, Kyle.
What you mean? 5 of them had to carry. That's a big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We've got southbound 41 backing up from Good Hope Road, pretty much all the way down to about Capitol Drive. On the northbound side, Mayfair Road up past Capitol as well. Eastbound 94, we've got backups from 76th Street through the Stadium to 27th. The westbound side slowing out of the Marquette, heading out to Hawley Road. Southbound on 894, we've got backups out of the Zoo Interchange all the way down to about Lincoln. You're back on the brakes from Oklahoma Avenue down into the Hale. Traffic is brought to you by Dick & Schroff Heating and Cooling, now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Join a winning positive team culture that sets them apart. Apply today at dickandschroff.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 48. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and windy, a high of 56. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Loziga on 94.5 ESPN.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history, like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
You want in on the autumn action at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee? Of course you do. With $300,000 in prizes, who wouldn't? November 1st through the 20th, play with your rewards card for entries. Thursdays, pick your win from a prize board. At the end of the night, all leftover prizes go to one winner in a jackpot drawing. Autumn action. It's going down at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9.
Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking to escape the cold or take a midday break? Get your game on at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, where it's always golf season. Play more than 2,000 courses, including over 50 right here in Wisconsin. And even that famous course where they hand out green jackets. Top tech simulators, great food, and the best Bloody Marys around. This is your year-round slice of summer. Bays start at just $35 an hour, Monday through Friday. Book your bay today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Pain in your joints is going to keep you from living the life you want to live. QC Kinetics is here, though, to give you that second opinion and also that second chance of living a pain-free life. If you have pain in your knees, your hips, your shoulders, or your back, for whatever reason, it could be arthritis, could be an injury, whatever it is, they can help you restore and repair that damaged tissue, reduce inflammation, and relieve pain at its source. QC Kinetics is indeed the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, using the cellular treatments to conquer that pain for the long term. No surgery, no pain pills, and no long recovery. And listen to this, KBN Nation. This Veterans Day, QC Kinetics is giving back to our heroes. Veterans will get $500 off their treatment, and for every non-veteran who starts care, QC Kinetics will donate $500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. Just another way that QC Kinetics is showing that they believe in giving you your life back, in supporting causes that are dear to our hearts and dear to the veterans out there who need our support and need our love. So now has never been a better time than to make this phone call to support the Wounded Warrior Project. Get your $500 off if you are indeed a veteran, or change your life. For your free consultation, call QC Kinetics today at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298.
No need to smile, I can find your doubts.
It is Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, Psych 94.5 ESPN. You can stream on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Listen to us wherever you are, or go to YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Packers trade deadline came and went. No movement. Do I sound weird? Why are you guys making faces?
Strofe is just being annoying for some reason. He just lashed out at me in my ear, and I've been nothing but gracious and nice to him. I legitimately during the break.
Well, it's the 4 o'clock hour.
Yeah,
Kyle.
you guys have been a little bit spicy with one another.
No, I have been very cordial with Strofe. I sat cordial. I gave him advice, and I said, "Kid, stay happy, man. Stay happy." That's what I
All right,
said.
let's go to the Carbless talk and text line. Let's get in between those two. 800-990-3776. Let's go to Ron on the Carbless talking text line. Ron, welcome in.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Hey, great athletes, but I don't know about great minds. Guys, the internet for the camera.
What?
Are you talking about the camera I broke?
Ben dropped. He called me and he said, "Strofe, you guys are idiots. Somebody will fix this on the internet, right, Ron?"
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, and about the Packers. When was the last real, besides the Lions game, when was the last real complete game they had? Okay? That's,
Cowboys playoff game.
Yeah.
Cowboys playoff game. Hold on, Ron. Hold on.
This game was pretty good.
Okay, there you go.
Before
the
Ron,
internet.
Ron, before you hang up.
Internet.
Before you hang up, you seem like a great guy to have a beer with.
God, I'm a Vietnam recipient of the Purple Heart.
Oh,
I
let's go.
I would love to have a beer with you.
What about a heater? Can I have a heater with you?
No, he's too prestigious.
You're
to be
a
hanging out
hero,
with
Ron,
Strofe.
man.
Yeah,
We'd be lucky to have a beer with you.
No, I'm not.
No, don't waste your time with Strofe. You're too good for that.
I just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. In any case, I love you guys. God bless you all. And well, we'll see what happens on Monday, okay?
Yes,
he's the best.
That's Internet Ron, everybody. Internet Ron. Give it up for Internet Ron.
To the top of the KBN caller tiers.
I thought he was alluding to the internet and just find a new one and give it to her and swap it out.
Oh,
he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
I thought he was alluding to that.
No.
So
she probably knows every scrape that's happened to that camera, and if it's like out of place, it's like, nope, this is new. This is used. It's not Grandpa's. Let's go to Chris in Milwaukee on the Carbless talking text line. Tough to top the Purple Heart. You're up next.
Yeah, that's a good one. I appreciate him, though. I'll tell you that. I think people are kind of asking the wrong question, though. I guess the question would be, how much of an upgrade is it from Watson to Kraft? Because I'll be honest, Watson came back pretty good, but the big part, I think, with our problems here on offense is LaFleur isn't using the weapons he has. You have two of probably the fastest receivers in the NFL, I would think, right? Why is he not using them where their speed is what kind of gets them going a little bit? I don't see anything from Golden anymore. Like, ever since I forget his name now? What's 11? Our other receiver that had the collarbone. When he went down, it almost seemed like his whole offense disappeared. I don't know if it's because he was supposed to be a big part of it this year. I don't know, but it just seems like they've been stumbling ever since then.
Well, Chris, I mean, he has been a big part of it every year. He's led the team receiving the last 2 years from his rookie to his second year. I mean, this continues to go back to the conversation about Matt LaFleur and if you trust the way that he runs his offense. If you believe in him letting the offense develop and going through progressions and they're going to throw the open guy, or more of a tactical approach where you put in more specific plays for guys to have moments to shine where they're put in positions to succeed, but you're really focusing on doing that for said player. But the way they're now, without Tucker Kraft, I'm not going to lie, it's hard for me to say, yes, just feature Matthew Golden this far into the season or just feature X, Y, or Z. They're really going to have an approach where everyone has to be ready at any moment. And I was listening to Rob Domofsky. Did you guys know this? This really grinded my gears about 4th and 8. They called timeout, and part of this was due to injury, right? The guys on the field, injury or not, going for on 4th and 8 was crazy. We all discussed that. But it was Emmanuel Wilson, it was Romeo Dobbs, it was Malik Heath, and I believe Christian Watson wasn't out there. Tucker Kraft was obviously hurt. Josh Jacobs wasn't out there. My overall point is you hear the names I'm talking about. You say you had a play that you thought you could score, yet you don't. Oh, Matthew Goldman's out there, but you didn't have the guys, your true horses that are the true playmakers consistently for your team. That was mind-scratching to me.
Yeah, I mean, it does lead to the conversation of, is Matt LaFleur putting guys in position to succeed? Because as what was it, John in Milwaukee?
Which one? The Purple Heart?
Chris in Milwaukee, Ron, the internet guy.
Chris in Milwaukee said, these guys have unique skill sets, right? Golden and Watson, they're fast, man. They're blazers. Dobbs is a great possession receiver. He's got unbelievably strong hands. Musgrave has the ability to get open. I mean, Josh Jacobs is a workhorse. It seems like these guys have individual, unique talents that, put in the right position, this whole chessboard can really look like a prolific offense, but it just seems like you're using the wrong piece at the wrong time. I don't mind a couple times a game going long to Christian Watson, but we're doing it all at the wrong time.
He loves doing that, too.
Inability to get Golden the ball, I don't know. It just seems like you have guys that are dangerous in some capacity. Nobody's perfect. No, there's no Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson on this. But you're not using them in such a way that it feels like they're at their best at all times and scheming plays for them to use their best ability. So that's going to be the challenge going forward, because without Tucker Kraft is the one guy that deep ball, intermediate, short, however you want to use him, he's going to succeed. It's almost like a get out of jail free card. That card is now gone.
That's very true.
800-990-3776. Let's go to Steve in Watertown. Steve, you're up on the Carbos Talking text line with Kyle Brust and Nortman.
How we doing, boys?
Doing good.
How you doing?
Steve?
Good. Hey, first-time caller, long-time listener. I just had to say that. I love listening to you guys. You're the only thing I put on my radio in my truck.
Let's go.
But anyway, my point is, you guys all played sports. You were all in college. You had fun. You partied a little bit. I know these guys are all professional players. I'm 40 years old. I still love to party every now and again. It was Jordan Love's birthday on Sunday. Do you think they played a little hungover on Sunday?
Oh, man.
That's the feeling I got. I played sports growing up. I played through high school. I never made it to college level.
Well, more importantly, if we're the only thing on your radio, power rank your favorite KBN members, and you can include Strofe in there, 1 through 4.
1 through 4. My favorite is Kyle. I freaking love Kyle.
Shout out to the Watertown, baby.
Yeah, I love listening to Kyle every day. His energy, we have Packer parties every Sunday in our garage, and Kyle, I would love for you to come.
Let me know. Let me know how far I can go down to Watertown. Have my back.
Yeah, it is fun. Number 2, I got to go with Strofe. Yeah. Number 3, oh, shoot, you're making this tough. Number 3 and 4, I think we got a tie for Brad and Ben, because I like you both.
No. There's no hedging here. Spit it out. Who's 3? Who's 4?
Feelings. It'll be all right.
All right. Number 3, I like Ben's quirkiness.
You hurt my feelings.
Last place, Brad.
I get it.
Thanks, Steve. Have a great day. Be safe out there.
That's all right. I work with some awesome people. You're exactly right.
You know, when Steve called in, I wanted to call him Steve-O so bad, but he really gives me Steve-O energy because he wants to party. He chose the biggest goofballs on the show. And then, Brad, we love you, Brad, but you know you're consistent.
You're just too normal. I'm not his vibe.
You're going to leave.
Look, if we're being honest.
Yeah, sorry.
If we're being honest, Steve doesn't want Square Brad at the garage party.
He doesn't want me bringing my pot of oatmeal and
talking finance with him. Yeah, he wants somebody who's going to turn up.
Yeah, what did you think of the market this week, Steve? You'd be like, shut up, Brad.
I agree with Steve. We got some fun co-hosts here. That's why I love.
Let's hear Brad about how you take care of your home.
Oh, that's right. We're taking care of my home with Lifetime Home Services. And a week from today, Lifetime Home Services is coming over to the Nortman Estate, and they're going to remake Baby Will's closet. I can't wait for it. The closet's ready. Everything's out of there, ready for Lifetime Home Services to take their paintbrush, theoretically, and go ahead and remake the closet. And it's just one of the many things that Lifetime Home Services can do. Anything you can think of when it comes to serving your house, they can do. I think they specialize in things like cleaner air and radon, custom closets like we're going to do for Baby Will, but also full home renovations, epoxy garage floors. Those are awesome to have, especially as the winter comes around. Shelving, cabinetry, whatever it is. Lifetime Home Services has a solution for you, so you don't have to juggle all those contractors, electrician here and plumber there and countertops there. No. Lifetime Home Services has it all under one roof, and we are the beneficiary of them redoing Baby Will's closet. Can't wait for that, because over 30 years, families have trusted Lifetime Home Services to make their homes safer and better looking. Trusted solutions with lifetime results. That is what Lifetime Home Services brings. Schedule today at lifetimehomeservices.com.
Tom Brady may have done one of the most weirder things we've ever heard in this world, and Kyle doesn't even know what it is yet. And if you don't know what it is, you have to stay tuned for Kyle's reaction, because it's going to be dynamite next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Caleb Williams sucks.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is a little bit slow along 41 southbound, basically from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol. The northbound side still heavy from Mayfair Road all the way up past Burleigh. We've got delays along westbound 94 from 17th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Back on the brakes from Calhoun, heading towards Brookfield Road. Eastbound's backing up a bit right past Brookfield Road. And then again, back on the brakes from 76th Street through the Stadium interchange. Southbound 894 a bit heavy from the Zoo interchange almost to Lincoln, but once you get past that, you're okay down into the Hale. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 48. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and windy, a high of 56. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
In football, what does every great team start with?
A strong defense. Same's true in business.
Defense against what?
Cyber threats. That's why companies use Trend Micro.
What do they actually protect?
Your network, your data, your people, from ransomware, phishing, and more.
So it's not just antivirus?
Not at all. Trend Micro has a full defensive playbook trusted worldwide for over 35 years.
Sounds like the kind of defense every business needs.
Exactly. Don't get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 14.75 to 29.45 ounce selected varieties Culinary Circle Pizza, 2 for $10. 46 to 48 ounce selected varieties Blue Bunny Dairy Dessert, $3.99. 4 to 6 count selected varieties Dan & Light and Fit or Oikos Multi-Pack Yogurt, 2 for $7. Gallon selected varieties Prairie Farms White Milk, $3.99.
I am starving.
Oh, no. Never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh. Oh, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
Enter by November 12th.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Welcome back.
You want in on the autumn action at Potawatomi Casino Hotel? Of course you do. With $300,000 in prizes, who wouldn't? Play November 1st through the 20th. Earn entries playing with your rewards cards. Drawings on Thursdays from 5 to 8. Thursdays, pick your win from the prize board. All leftover prizes go into the rollover jackpot drawing at 8:30 p.m. on Thursdays. More info online, Potawatomi Sportsbook Casino Hotel. It's all amazing. Check them out. All right, we'll make this sort of a wheel of Strofe here because I do want to get to Professor Big Daddy J.A. John Anderson of SportsCenter ESPN because he's always great. Strofe, since Kyle doesn't know what's going on here, I'm going to give the floor to you. Please explain to Kyle in a wheel of Strofe way what the hell is going on.
Wheel of Strofe! Good spin. What could it be?
I wonder what it could be, guys. Tom Brady revealing today, Kyle. His dog, Junie, his little doggy.
Oh, yo, Junie.
Yeah, you love dogs, Kyle.
He's got a little dog.
Yeah, we love dogs.
A little bit bigger than Patricia, but little dog. Named Junie. Junie is a direct clone of his former dog, Lua, who died in 2023. He cloned his dog.
Wait, Tom Brady has a clone dog?
That is correct.
Oh.
Yes.
He's an investor in the company that cloned the dog.
Is this what rich people do? They just
That is
cloning
correct.
things?
Yeah,
So
they're
wait a
just
minute.
cloning
Okay, how do I? What is this dog's name? Joni?
Junie, like the month, but add an I.
Junie. That is odd. It's different. It's weird. But I mean.
Yeah, so Colossal Biosciences, which Ben just mentioned.
I don't know why you're dancing around this, Kyle.
No, it's weird. It's different.
Cloned his pit bull mixed dog, Junie, using a blood sample collected from Lua before her death.
He's crazy.
That is disturbing.
It is very disturbing. He's a weird guy. Between his fake chiseled face.
Even dog lovers have to admit that this is crazy.
It's insane. Other celebrities that have used this company to clone their dogs are Barbara Streisand and Paris Hilton.
What is wrong with you people?
Why don't you move on?
Just, these dogs, you give them a great life. Give them a great life. And then there's more dogs out there that need to be given a great life. Don't go and figure out how to take this DNA and clone another dog. I mean, just move on.
Wouldn't you rather clone another Tom Brady than a dog?
Don't shop, adopt is turned into don't shop or adopt, just clone.
Clone.
I'm at a loss for words because this is so these dogs they live short lives because when you clone them, you're taking the DNA from a dog that was about to die anyway. So doesn't that make this clone dog have a shorter life? You just gonna keep cloning dogs? This is like watching The Simpsons, or what was the other show that was on? There's another one there out in space. I can't think of the name. Futurama. This is like Futurama type stuff. This is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I found a picture of Lua and Junie. I don't think they did a very good job. I just look at the same dog to me.
Really? No.
They paid all that money. I don't think they did a very good job.
I want to see a comparison.
They look exactly alike.
You do? What
Yeah.
picture are you looking at?
Looking at the one in People magazine? Yeah, same ones.
I think
The dogs in People the clone dogs in People magazine.
Which is which?
Who's the clone? What's the clone's name? Junie.
That means they did a good job if you don't know which one's a clone.
Junie's on the right. When him in the white T-shirt.
Junie's on the right.
I feel like the face isn't light enough, like the mask.
But you got to understand, Lua's much older than Junie currently is.
Do we know?
In all those photos.
I wonder how
that's true.
I wonder how different this dog is, chasing his tail, eating his own poo.
What would you clone, Kyle, if you could clone anything?
You think like there's like disorders?
Hell yeah!
It can't be a clean cut.
Yeah, something ain't right. What's wrong?
Barking at nothing.
Yeah, but don't have
chasing
a real
shadows.
I'm telling you, that dog is probably crazy. He's probably just moving around randomly. Tom Brady probably like, I don't know. This is a good idea. I don't know. Who would I clone if I could clone? Can't be enough me's. I love another me.
Well, I feel like Detective Strofe successfully figured out how to clone me in a world that
Before we get to Detective Strofe. We're going to get to Detective Strofe. Kyle, tell us about Citizens Bank while Strofe does that.
Oh, absolutely. Citizens Bank, that is the bank that you should go to and you should work with. Is Citizens Bank right here locally in southeastern Wisconsin and all across southeastern Wisconsin. With Citizens Bank, if you're looking to buy a home, they got you, right? Because simply they make that process so easy. I understand looking to buy a home can be stressful, but Citizens Bank can help you every step along the way. At first contact you have to find out what the interest rates are. As you're going to look for your home, you let them know, they got you. They'll take good care of you. But also what I love about them is their checking account is easy, but their app is phenomenal. So if you're looking for a new banking home, look no further than Citizens Bank, well, again, with all the local branches that they have here for you. So go ahead and visit them at citizensbankwi.bank. That's citizensbankwi.bank. We get a checking account, savings account. You can get a CD account. You can get a loan, whether it's a personal loan or a home loan. They got you. Visit citizensbankwi.bank because Citizens Bank is banking where you belong.
John Anderson of Wipeout, SportsCenter, ESPN, Professor Big Daddy J.A., now teaching the youth over at the University of Missouri, joins us to wrap up Kyle Brust and Norton before the Homer Hour. Next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
You said, I'm really down in the dumps. Nobody gave me a compliment on my new sweater. So, yeah, we're gassing you up, handsome. You go, King.
Look at that.
King on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Selling your home during winter may surprise you. Serious buyers are still out there and often more eager to move.
Homes get strong offers this time of year, and with less competition, your listing can really shine.
I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber.
And I'm Lindsay Bendler. Our team leads with faith, gratitude, and giving back, donating over $200,000 to local causes since 2020.
Tony Wendorf & Associates is ready to get to work for you with our white glove selling experience. Just search online, Tony Wendorf.
A real estate team that always leads with faith and gratitude.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
The Previent Law Firm has document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems. The firm's office manager, Chris Wilms. Chris, why James?
I like the fact that the company is local.
Locally owned and managed for over 40 years.
I've toured their facility, which is amazing in itself. It's run by some very wonderful, family-oriented people.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation, all backed by real, old-fashioned local service and expertise from great people.
And I can always get a hold of my representative, who I have on speed dial, or I have a cell phone.
It's pretty much that way with the entire team at James.
Yes, I'm always getting very responsive answers when I call tech support.
James Imaging Systems.
So it's very important that I have a local, responsive company to keep us up and going.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 262-781-7700.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Now's the time to plan your total experience getaway to the Island Resort and Casino. With over 450 hotel rooms and a luxurious spa, relax in style before diving into non-stop casino action. Watch your favorite teams on the big screens and enjoy great food and drinks at T. McSee's Sports Bar, or savor top-tier dining at Horizon Steakhouse. Then amp up your night with live music and comedy. Head to where the big game, big wins, and big fun come together. The Island Resort and Casino.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here with an offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, you can get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and zero interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Grimal & Associates Insurance protects what matters most. They specialize in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. And when I say that, I know that I've talked with their team. They have local call centers with people that work at Grimal & Associates. What a concept. A local company taking care of you. No big company with a big call center that you don't even know where they're at. Doesn't know you, doesn't know your family, doesn't know your policies. They sit down, they talk with you to figure out what coverage makes sense for you in your life. Wherever you are at in your journey, they can walk you through it. And hey, look, there's a lot of options out there. Mandy's team is the best. So they're not just selling insurance, they're building those relationships and providing peace of mind. Visit them at teamgrimal.com. It's team, GRAMOLL.com. First time I've ever done a read with the Missouri fight song in the ears, but here we are. John Anderson joining us here on Kyle Bruston. What's up, Professor Big Daddy J.A.?
It was the best one you've ever done. I feel like you need that as a music bed more often, my friend.
It just was a little odd. You could yell at me in the middle of my backswing golf, or Strofe and I sometimes get in each other's ears when we're doing things to see who's more of a professional. But that just felt a little odd. But I'm happy to have you here because what a weird Sunday it was. 13.5-point favorites. You got to play that on your schedule. What's John Anderson's biggest takeaway from what he saw Sunday?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't see any of it Sunday. I saw a few highlights late. I saw, the box score of what's happening, and so much of it is all the same I feel like if you had talked to me in 1944, I'd said the same thing. Well, if you turn the ball over, you let everybody have it in the game, and if you decide that you think you're just going to walk in and beat somebody, then usually you don't. Like the Packers, both times that you feel like they've been good and they fill themselves with confidence, they get their comeuppance, whether it was in Cleveland or against Carolina. And it's just like, dude, every week you better be good. And there's not time to take time off, and you got to play. You can't do dumb things like turn it over on downs or turn it over with a fumble or throw a stupid pick. And if you do, then you let those teams hang around. And it reinforced how much I hate the kickoff rules anymore. The idea that you can do this and somebody gets it at the 35-yard line, and the way kickers are anymore, you have to make 20 yards, and now you're in field goal range. And I feel bad for defenses in that regard, because I feel like the Packers have had to start. If anybody had to start at the 20, then we're into overtime. I think that's just foolish. And I know there's a difference between punting and kicking, but I think Brad could probably point to that, right? Like what used to be the 40 to the 50 now seems to be the 50 and the 60. The field's gotten 10 yards shorter. And then with the kickoff, the other way they've made the field 10 or 15 yards shorter. And it's ridiculous that, to come up with that. And you're like, hey, guys, they played reasonably well in the last thing. And you give them 25 yards and the guy's got a chip shot. It's terrible. So, but don't turn the ball over. That's always bad. And then don't ever think you got a chance against, or that some team that you should be up by 13.5 can't beat you, because they will.
John, thanks for opening that specialist door for me. One quick tidbit that's fascinating. Punts in the NFL at an all-time low. They're down a full punt, like one full punt each from 5 years ago.
More free money.
So punters are now almost being phased out of the game. Kickers are kicking the ball longer. Better field position, as John was saying, and offensive rules have become more accommodative. So punts are at an all-time low. It's an existential crisis for punters out there. So, John, thank you for raising awareness for that.
Not as many attempts. And by the way, now, half the time, right, you get in there and you can't even, twice a game, you can really,
I wish to
let
add
the shaft
that
out.
no one was aware of that. You understand that?
That's my job to inform people and make people
Yes,
aware
it is
of that.
your job as a punter. But
Yes.
you realize no one on the planet knew about that. Does that tell you something?
Is it not concerning?
And if they did know, they weren't banging on the NFL's door and saying, we need more punts.
Everyone
thank
else's
you.
loss. John,
I
gotta ask you, feels like a little bit of a low in the Packers season right now. What was your expectations before the Lions game, before week 1, and what's your expectations now for this team? Has it changed?
No.
For the rest of the season?
No, I still, I thought the Lions beforehand were the class of the league, or the division. I think they might still be. I just think they're way more gettable than I thought they would be. So it's right for whoever they're right to be taken down. But I think their best game, to kind of steal from Scott Van Pelt, how good is your good? And I think their good is better than everybody else's. I think they're high end. Then I think the Packers is next, and I think the Bears, and I think then you get the Vikings. I'm not a J.J. McCarthy believer just yet. But I think the Packers have shown their good's pretty darn good. It's just can we just get it? Every time I want to believe, you kick me in the teeth, and now I'm I guess I don't want to believe. You're doing your best to really tamp down expectations if that's what you're hoping to do. And I don't know why. I think Sunday's game, he says without having seen a play of it live, feel like that's almost entirely on LaFleur and the coaching and getting them prepared and what it is. And I get he didn't throw the bad pick or he didn't put the ball on the ground. Those two are very much player things. But I think they came in and they just didn't look well coached. They didn't look motivated. I just don't think that I think what's funny is good as I thought a job LaFleur did at times last year managing with Love gone and Malik Willis in, I thought this year he has done some things where sometimes he's been too smart for his own good. I feel like any play inside the 3 that is not Josh Jacobs is a dumb play.
I agree.
I don't know. Maybe, and that's hard on Josh, right? Because I think literally the man's his running yards after contact are more yards than he actually has all season. But I think he gets too cute. And I said that on the pregame show with Alex a few weeks ago when Christian Watson came back and we're like, he's got another weapon. I'm like, I don't think I want him to have another weapon. He already does too much crazy stuff with what he has. I don't need another option for him.
I feel you on that.
Do the options that work more often. And so but I just thought they were not that. There's been the losses they have. I put at the feet of the coaches as not having them prepared and ready to play against a lesser opponent. You're good, but that doesn't mean you can play with your food. You can't play the cat and mouse thing. You're not that big a cat.
Ooh, so well spoken. Play with their food and ended up going hungry. Starved on Sunday.
There you go.
More brilliance, more John Anderson and Homer coming up next in 2 minutes on the Homer Hour. This has been Kyle Brusino.